Hello everyone and welcome to Malaysia-Brunei-Indonesia International Webinar. Does voice loud and clear?
I think I think it's okay. Voice is clear from Brunei.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, it is
Perfect.
very good.
Perfect. Okay, thank you for all joining us today. My name is Norzaliani Ghazali and I'll be the moderator for this session. Welcome everybody. Such a lovely day today here in Northern Malaysia. How's the weather there in Indonesia and Brunei?
Oh, Brunei is also perfect. Very sunny day today.
Perfect. Indonesia?
It's same here. It's perfect for today. It's good day.
Wow,
Good weather.
perfect. We are blessed to have such a nice weather for all our countries. Okay, so our webinar today will be discuss on an interesting topic about advanced technology in built environment and geographical science. And for that, we have with us today 3 prominent speakers from built environmental and geographical science background. Dr. Aniza Sohana from University Teknologi Mara, Malaysia. Selamat tengah hari, Doktor.
Selamat tengah hari. Oh, selamat petang.
Selamat tengah hari. We have Dr. Shafi Nur Islam from University Brunei Darussalam, Brunei. Selamat tengah hari, Doktor.
Yeah, hello, Assalamualaikum, and welcome to this.
Waalaikumsalam, Doktor. And we also have Pak Idham Nugraha, MSc from Universitas Islam Riau, Indonesia. Selamat siang, Pak.
Siang, Bu.
Thank you. Okay, we also has been fortunate because joining us today on the floor are Associate Professor TS Dr. Syukur Saneh Muhammad Fauzi, Timbalan Rektor Penyelidikan Jaringan Industri Komuniti Alumni dan Keusahawanan UiTM Perlis. Selamat siang, Pak. Selamat siang, Doktor. And also with us, Ibu Puji Astuti, ST, MT, Head of Urban and Regional Planning Department, Universitas Islam Riau, Indonesia, joining us. Selamat siang, Ibu.
Selamat siang. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you for
Berjumpa
joining
lagi,
us.
Bu Puji.
Ya, jumpa lagi Dr. Eniza.
Okay, so a few familiar faces, we are meeting each other again, and hopefully this session will bring more collaboration between our universities. Anyhow, okay, although we are hyped and excited to start the discussion, a few housekeeping items are needed to ensure the webinar runs smoothly. So would it be good if you could kindly mute your microphone to ensure our hosts are working hard to build a couple of voice that coming over. Okay, I will start again, yeah. Okay, there are a few housekeeping that we would like to share with all the attendees in order to ensure the webinar runs smoothly. Okay, kindly mute your microphone to ensure clear and crisp audio from the presenter. And you may unmute the microphone to ask a question, or you may use the chat room. It is recommended to find a quiet space with minimum interruptions and background noises. Tranquility at its best, as we said. Lastly, we are happy to view your camera as long as you are aware your camera can be viewed by everybody in the webinar sessions. Thank you in advance for your kind considerations. Okay. Now, we are pleased to invite our first speaker, Dr. We would like to invite our first speaker, Dr. Aniza Suhana. Before that, a brief introduction about Dr. Aniza. She obtained Master of Science in Built Environment from University Technology Mara in 2008 and PhD in Geospatial Engineering from University Putra Malaysia in 2018 with a research on flood inundation mapping using GIS and hydraulic modeling. She specialized in GIS and remote sensing, and current research interests are flood mapping, GIS education, land suitability, mangrove, and plankton. Without further ado, Dr. Aliza, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, our moderator. Let me share my slides first. Okay, can you see my slide?
Yeah,
Yes, clear, Doctor.
Okay, thank you very much to the moderator and welcome to all the speakers. And nice to meet you, Pak Idham. Again, we meet here, and also Bu Puji. Okay, so this is the content of my delivery on the geospatial technologies in multidisciplinary application on behalf of the Faculty of Architecture, Planning and Surveying and the Center of Study for Surveying Science and Geomatics. Thank you very much for the opportunity of for being able to deliver all the contents, especially in my expertise in the webinar international that collaborate of the 3 different countries, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Brunei. So this is a little bit about me. Have been introduced by the moderator. So my PhD is focused on the flight Indonesia mapping, but currently I'm working on the mangrove and plankton assessment at the Tuba Island, Langkawi. Okay, I have secured about 6 national research grants. And for those would like to have any collaboration on me, there is some email on the email at the slide. And also you can reach me from the ResearchGate or the Google Scholar or ID. Okay, a simple brief about the program here. So we have actually 2 programs, diploma and degree. At the northern part of the Peninsula Malaysia, at the Perlis State, we have a diploma in geometric science, and for the bachelor science in surveying science and geomatics honors, we have at Selangor, Shah Alam campus and Arau campus. To be informed that our program have been accredited by the Land Surveyor Boards and also Malaysian Qualification Accreditation. So before that, I begin with the geospatial technology in multidiscipline application. Of course, we need to have some overview regarding of the geospatial data. Okay, I know that maybe some of you doesn't belong to the GIS profession. So we have a lot of the geospatial data, okay, that consists or that available in the website or the open source. Like me, I have very familiar on using of the DEM, Digital Elevation Model, and Digital Surface Model, either using LiDAR, IFSA, and also the orthophoto obtained from the UAV. Okay, and for my study on during my PhD, I involved in the mapping of the telemetry station where we can gain the water level and also the rainfall data. And from there, we substitute about the land use, okay, land use classification for the manning surface. So this is actually the compulsory geospatial data or the definition of the geospatial. As we know that geo is the positioning and the location with pivoted on the X, Y, and Z. Okay, so after we have all the sources, okay, we have the data collection that including geospatial data. So when can we use it? Okay, is of course it should be applied into the geospatial technologies. So here, back then, I have exposed with the GIS, okay, Geographical Information System, that we have the very good framework under the data collection, data managing, data organization, analysis. This is a very good framework. And also we support of the remote sensing, photogrammetry, GPS, okay. Then nowadays we have a GNSS. So back then we have this kind of the popular of the technologies. But now, in the new era, in the new technology, global technology changes, okay, we have already explore and expose to the virtual reality, big data analytic, artificial intelligence, and also deep learning. So all of these actually have been built into the web-based apps, the cloud. So we can see that in future, okay, this kind of the heavy analysis that usually have been implemented by the analysis, okay, will be integrated into one system. Okay, so now after we know about the geospatial data, we know about the geospatial technologies, then where can we use these technologies? Okay, so as with the GIS profession, we cannot be feared to get involved in the other people field. Okay, for example, my background is the land surveyor, and then during the journey of my study, I have been exposed to the GIS and also the remote sensing. So this is some sharing about the my previous research. Okay, so water quality monitoring using digital camera. So this is a kind of the involvement in different field. Okay, in the cross discipline. Okay, nowadays, as I said that we need to get involved with other people. Okay, for example, the SNT, the social and technology, and collaborate with the social science. So in studies, I actually involved in the engineering field, which use my knowledge in the GIS remote sensing and integrated with the engineering field. So who can use this? You can see there's a lot of the multiple agencies can use this kind of the project. For example, Department of Irrigation and Drainage, Plan Malaysia, MADA, who actually involved in the paddy field, manage for the paddy field, MISA, which is actually in charge on the satellite data, and Ministry of Agriculture. So from here, okay, they can use the geospatial technologies, okay, to make this project succeed. Okay, for example, we can see here, when during the water quality execution, we have very simple imagery obtained using a very simple camera. Okay, and on the side of each of the point on the top of the lake, okay, for each of the point we will have the image, the sample point, and also the location. Okay, as my part in the land surveying, we are actually providing very accurate on the location. Okay, so we cannot ignore the land surveying role because we are actually very good in the positioning part. Okay, during this, the red, green, blue is a very normal pixel value which is have been combined into the some sort of the algorithm, and then we are developing the algorithm to expedite the process, okay, of the water quality simulation. Okay, because of what we know that for the ground observation is very costly. Okay, because then the GIS or the geospatial technology will help, okay, a certain agencies, okay, to execute without incur very high costs. So this is the Flight Indonesia mapping. You can see that both of the project is related to the engineering. Okay, the first one is the water quality, and the second one is the flood hazard. Okay, so here is also can be used by the other people who actually provide this data. Okay, the data can be provided by the ID. The data is provided by the Plan Malaysia, and the data also can be provided by MADA. Because of what we want to see the impact of the land use, which is inundated by the flooding during the flooding. Okay, so from here I actually testing several of the discharge equation because of the study, because when we are doing the research, we actually are trying to solve the barrier, right, the obstacle that we're facing. Okay, so in my case, the area doesn't have any gauge station, so that from there we are applying any kind of the algorithm that significantly use the spatial data. Okay, from the spatial data, for example, that here discharge, surface roughness, okay, it is actually the terms used under hydraulic modeling. So hydraulic modeling is the engineering, but now the location, the positioning, okay, it is belong to the surveying. Okay, and then the GIS, it is include of the GIS profession. From here, we are integrating everything into the software that we call is the GeoRes. The GeoRes actually use the cross-section line, okay, the cross-section line, the riverbank. So the cross-section line is actually obtained, okay, by the surveyor. Yeah, you can see on the top of the image, we are using the GPS, we are using the Q-liner, and from there we obtain the cross-section line. Okay, and then below of the figure, we can see that flood hazard mapping have been produced from all of the integration of the agencies and also the geospatial data. So this is the another things. Okay, in the previous slide, we are involved in the engineering, but now this is related to the property valuation. Okay, so geospatial site suitability or land suitability for the property investment. This is actually just use very simple GIS, but in this particular project, we are actually combined with the social science skill. Okay, because of to have or to verify this kind of the ranking using the AHP method, we need to have some feedback from the people, from the expertise, okay, from the decision maker. Then the social science actually take place, okay, to help on the questionnaire development, the questionnaire analysis. So this is the very different integration. Okay, so from there we can see the criteria: distance to school, available service, health, social care, and also the public defense. This is actually have been converted into the GIS platform. Okay, and from there we test on the CR, which is below than 0.1. If it is significant use from the image, we can see which area is very good potential for the investor. Okay, for the suitable for investor to invest. Okay, this is a very good, for example, for those that are going to start on their business. Okay, they can use this analysis to obtain the opportunity, very good opportunity, and get the market. Okay, this is another one, precision farming. Okay, engineering, property valuation. Now it is related to the Ministry of Agriculture. Two different studies: land suitability for the potential mangrove in Malaysia, and also the soil nutrient. Okay, currently we already exposed on the precision farming. We are using the same thing, the AHP method, to obtain the Jatropha plantation area, the potential Jatropha plantation area. As we know that Jatropha is the very good renewable energy that sustain the environment. Okay, therefore this is compulsory. This is a very good opportunity for those have a potential on the plantation, which is trying to plant the Jatropha, okay, into the very good or the suitable location. Why it is failed? Because of we actually plant this kind of the plantation, the Jatropha plant, at unsuitable places. Okay, so next about the harum manis. So for the speakers, Perlis is very popular on the harum manis mango. So this is actually our niche. Our what we call is the very good product in Perlis. So if you're coming here during the season, you can taste the harum manis. Okay. So from there, actually we are developing, okay, the equation where we know that every single plant we will have the NP and K. Okay, so if we are going to monitor all the trees, it's kind of the time consuming. Okay, then our researcher developed several equations so that if you only have the P phosphorus measured, then you can automatically estimate the N. Okay, so from there we can have the maps, the distribution of the maps that indicate about the percentage of the NP and K. So as I mentioned by the moderator, I actually quite active in the GIS in education. This is actually a very new things in my field, because of I'm trying to I actually try to see or assess the connective level when we get involved in the geography and the GIS. Okay, in research. So this is kind of the project is very good especially for Ministry of Higher Education and Ministry of Education, for the secondary school and also for the university. This is the integration of the GIS and geography. Then from there, you can see when we are applying the GIS or we're modifying the existing maps into the very good element of the cartography and also the element of the GIS, the pattern or the spatial thinking skill can be increased. Okay, you can see that knowledge comprehension application have been increased. Okay, where we added some spatial thinking skill, so it is very good for the secondary school to enhance their knowledge in geography. Okay, at the below figure, this is actually the track of our prophet. Okay, I actually have developed some kind of the multimedia apps will be tested to the primary school, which is integrate or have been injected several of the element of the spatial thinking skill, so that the primary school student can have some overview about the coordinate, how the distance of the one place to the another place, about the compass. Okay, so this is actually the new thing have been implemented for this year. So now we have reached to the conclusion. Okay, now I conclude what have been delivered today. So we can see that geospatial technology is the opportunity to integrate many agencies into one application. Okay, and also we can improve the communication between different organizations and the public. Okay, this is actually the easiest way to improve the decision making, to execute, okay, to expedite the process that at back then we have a very long process in one of the methodology, but during this new technology, so that everything can be faster. And the last one is the researcher and user able to explore in different field and skill. So that's all from me, Mrs. Moderator. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Lisa. I hope you all enjoyed this amazing presentation. Now, Dr. Eliza will answer some question. Kindly unmute the speaker to ask the question, or you can use the chat room to send the question during the presentations about the presentation. So, shall we have the first question, please? Any question from the floor?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, please. Muhammad Hanif,
Yeah,
proceed.
I will introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Hanif. I'm from Geography Padang State University. And I have a question about the research about water quality and digital camera.
Okay.
I see you has a talk about the sample and distributed sample about water quality.
Yeah.
Why you doing regression about digital camera and sample distribution? If you have took a real data from this case, why you doing combination?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I answer the question? Okay. Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay. All right. Actually, we have a limitation of the imagery. Okay. So when we are capturing the image on the top, okay, from the space, okay, we only can see the floating, okay, the floating parameters. In this case, during my study, I only focus on the total suspended solid and also the turbidity. Of course, in the GIS, for any kind of the GIS, geospatial technology, you need to have verification data. So in my case, I have to obtain the real data, the actual value, which is obtain the water sample and bring to the laboratory as doing the laboratory experiment. Okay, so I have doing the sum process. So that from the processing, okay, we have actual value, and then from the actual value, we are actually doing some regression or the model. Then from the model, I actually substitute it into the cell value. Why we need to interpolate it? Okay, because we know that under the spatial interpolation, okay, spatial interpolation is the role to have unknown location value. Okay, so for the unknown location value, we cannot actually measure all the samples in the lake, okay, on the top of the lake. So that's why GIS is compulsory for that. Okay, then why I use the camera? Because we know that during that time, okay, the nowadays the satellite imagery is quite high cost, okay, especially when you deal with the high resolution data. Okay, so that I'm trying to do some very low cost device, okay, whereas can optimize the cost so that we can interpolate the whole of the lake. Okay, then from there we can identify or the estimate the water quality of the TSS and turbidity. Means that where you obtain the total suspended solid, automatically when you apply in the regression, you can have the turbidity. So you can have only one parameter, but in the same time you can have two parameters, two different parameters. But if you are going to have to continue this kind of the project, there is a lot of the opportunity to extend this research. Okay, whatever it is, you need to make sure that the water quality can be predicted by the satellite images. So this is the answer from the question. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Aniza. Muhammad Anif, does that answer your question?
Yeah, I get the point. This research, this experimental.
Okay.
Yeah.
We still have a time for another question to Dr. Aniza. Is there any other question for Dr. Aniza? Okay, perhaps we can move to the next speaker. And if there is any other question for Dr. Aniza, maybe we can have it in the chat room and Dr. Aniza will be able to provide an answer towards the end of the session. Okay, thank you, Dr.
Okay.
Aniza.
Thank you very much.
Okay, next we are moved to our second speaker, Dr. Shafi Nur Islam from University Brunei Darussalam. Assalamualaikum, Doctor. Dr. Safi, you need to unmute.
Can you hear me? Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam, Doctor. Okay, so this is second speaker, Dr. Safi Nur Salam from University Brunei Darussalam. A brief introduction about Dr. Safi. Dr. Safi is a senior assistant professor in the Department of Geography, Environment and Development Study, University Brunei Darussalam. Obtained his PhD in Environmental and Resource Management from Brandenburg University of Technology, Cottbus, Softenberg, Germany. His research interests consist of interdisciplinary water resource research on water salinity and mangrove ecosystems modeling, heritage conservation, climate change impacts on food security and ecosystem services. So far, Dr. Safi has published more than 70 articles in international journals and as a book chapters. Also, Dr. Safi has published 2 books on the research area as well. So today, Dr. Safi will be presenting a topic on traditional built environment of Kampung Air, water village for securing cultural heritage in Brunei. Dr. Safi, the floor is yours.
Yes, right. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Ghazali, and the audience. It is a okay. Thank you very much, and Assalamu alaikum, everybody, and welcome to my
Waalaikumsalam.
today. And thank you very much, Dr. Ghazali and the organizers, the Malaysia-Brunei-Indonesia International Webinars today. And I have this privilege to enter this platform and to have a chance to talk about something into my research field, as well as it is a good opportunity to say something new, maybe from the other, for the audience, as well as for international audience. I will talk on the Brunei issue, one of the very potential issue in Brunei. This is a kampong air issue. Kampong mean is a village, and air is a meaning is a water. That's been a water village. This is another new thing maybe for some of the audience, important audience here. So I will see what is happening on the kampong air in Brunei and why it is so important. Okay, based on this today's, these are my topic is a traditional built environment of Kampong Air Water Village for securing cultural heritage in Brunei. This is I am Dr. Shafinur Islam, so the senior assistant professor in Geography and Environment and Development Studies, University of Brunei Darussalam. As actually, Dr. Ghazali already explained about me. I'm here for the last 5 years, and I'm working in this department. Before I was my study and working in the Europe, especially in Germany, and my doctorate studies on mangrove wetland ecosystems modeling, especially on the salinity intrusions and related with the some species in the Sundar, especially in the Sundarban area, the largest mangrove area it is in Bangladesh and India. In between, that was my major the research work for a long time. And later, I was working in Europe, especially in Germany and some other countries in Europe. And my last research work actually on the food security and the coastal wetland ecosystem on the Asian mega deltas. I think in Asia it's 14 mega deltas. So this is my latest research project is already continuing, and my habilitation. This is another experience and the degree in the Germany. I think you know already. So this was my study on the Asian mega deltas, ecosystem services, and food security. What I am doing this. And in the Brunei, actually, I am teaching this remote sensing and wetland ecosystems, and management, and land use and development issues, as well as some the heritage studies. It was my another master's in Germany, the World Heritage Studies. This is why I have some intentions to work in the Borneo Island as well as in Brunei. At the moment in Brunei, there is no World Heritage Sites. So this is why I'm working on that. The Kampong Air could be one of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. And it is also the traditional as well as the modern environment or modern built environment, modern architecture too. Based on this, I think today I would like to design to talk to introduce about this Kampong Air and what's the aims and objectives of this Kampong Air and geographical location characteristics of the Kampong Air. The built environment, what is a built environment? I think it is a very much architectural term we are using. Maybe some audience, somebody I would like to also introduce the built environment and traditional modern architecture and the Kampong Air, how it is a conflict between the modern architectures and the traditional architecture. In such situation, what would be the future conservation and management issues as a Kampong Air. The findings as a land use changes in the Kampong Air, how it is changing and how the conflict is raging. This one is the change, the modernization. Others, we are talking about this protection or conservation of the heritage and the culture. And the similar area, this is a modern landscape development project, eco corridor besides this Kampong Air. This I also would like to introduce. And somehow in such a small project, or it is on the previous speaker already talked about this remote sensing and GIS applications is a very much a popular tools now, engineering tools or geoscience tools, GIS and remote sensing also could be applied in every subject, even social science. The previous speaker also already mentioned. So I also would like to how GIS and remote sensing can be applied for a proper planning and the decision making for the protection and the sustainable management of the Kampong Air. At the end of the concluding some remarks and one recommendation, two recommendation I would like to introduce with them. So these actually, I would like to say this, introduce this, the Brunei and the area of the Kampong Air. Kampong Air, it is a water village. So it is not one village, but it is already 10 square kilometer. This is over water. And it is between the two rivers over the Brunei rivers and the Keduan rivers. This location over there. Later, I will show 3 minutes video, so it will be more clear. But before starting this video, I would like to introduce some information that will be easy to understand for you. Kampong Air is the largest water village in the world, even with the advent of the science and technology in the country. Something is relevant. The Kampong Air is one of the landmark. On the other hand, it's a water landmark. Other thing, it is the main city, very ancient city on the water. This is the uniqueness and unique aspects of the world. Kampong Air has started in 1003 or around 1000 AD at that time as a trade center, and later on it became the administrative center for the whole Brunei Sultanate, the whole Borneo Island, as well as the Philippines and the next near to the Philippines. This part also the area of the Sultanate of Brunei, and this is the administrative center at we can say the capital city. It is the Kampong Air. The Kampong Air remains the unique national heritage that is a source of the pride of the people of Brunei. At the moment, it is a say whole people of the Brunei are already informed that it is our national heritage, but it is not the UNESCO World Heritage. So its beauty lies on the uniqueness of the flooding above the seawater, appearing as an island and a view from the air. You can see, later we'll see. A visit of the Kamponga Air gives visitors a valuable insight into the culture and history of Brunei Darussalam. The beauty of the Kamponga Air has led to it being called the Venice of the East. Like we can compare the Venice of Italy, and it is the East Venice of Brunei Darussalam. During this glorious region of the Sultan Bolkiah regime, this 1485 to 1524, the Kampong Air was already established as the administrative and the governing center for the Brunei Empire, as I already mentioned. So how this empire, the center of the empire, Sultanate of Brunei today, I would like to display this as a small film. Please wait.
Brunei Darussalam is the smallest country with just 5,765 square kilometers of land that is located in the Southeast Asia region. The population in Brunei is so small, approximately 430,000 people, which most of the people are located in the heart of Brunei, which is known as Bandar Seri Begawan. Over the past 100 years, most of the population live in the Kampung Air because it is predominating trade, occupational
Speak Kampung
statuses,
Air.
and sometimes even by the name of some important religious and royal personality. In addition to that, Kampung Air is initially former the capital of the vast Brunei Empire since 1300. Kampung Air is literally a water village, but in reality, a sprawling settlement of 42 villages located not only along the river, but also on the river itself, with an area of over 10 square kilometers, which is home to about 30,000 people. It is located on various sites within the vicinity of Brunei Bay over many years, where it has been central to the history and legends of the Brunei Malays, and is distinguished by its complex physical structure, diverse social characteristics, and the unique traditions and social moral of its people. As Kampung Air is culturally and historically the most famous, as well as the largest water settlement in the Southeast Asian region. Thus, it is one of the Brunei heritages that need to conserve for the future generation. Its beauty lies in the uniqueness of floating above seawater, appearing as an island when viewed from above. However, the people in Kampung Air are facing numbers of problems many years ago. One of the problems is water quality issues, which is getting serious day by day.
Dr. Shafi,
Yeah.
you can't view your screen.
For more than a century.
Please share your screen, Dr. Shafi.
Yeah.
We kind of missing your screen. We can hear the voice from the video, but not the picture, not the images or video.
Okay.
Perfect, Dr. Shafi. Perfect.
Can you see
Thank you.
now?
Yes, perfect. Thank
Okay.
you.
Brunei Darussalam is the smallest country with just 5,765 square kilometers of land that is located in the Southeast Asia region. The population in Brunei is so small, approximately 430,000 people, which most of the people are located in the heart of Brunei, which is known as Bandar Seri Begawan. Over the past 100 years, most of the population live in the Kampung Island because it is predominating trade, occupational statuses, and sometimes even by the name of some important religious and royal personality. In addition to that, Kampung Air is initially former the capital of the vast Brunei Empire since 1300. Kampung Air is literally a water village, but in reality, a sprawling settlement of 42 villages located not only along the river, but also on the river itself, with an area of over 10 square kilometers, which is home to about 30,000 people. It is located on various sites within the vicinity of Brunei Bay over many years, where it has been central to the history and legends of the Brunei Malays, and is distinguished by its complex physical structure, diverse social characteristics, and the unique traditions and social moral of its people. As Kampung Air is culturally and historically the most famous, as well as the largest water settlement in the Southeast Asian region. Thus, it is one of the Brunei heritages that need to conserve for the future generation. Its beauty lies in the uniqueness of floating above seawater, appearing as an island when viewed from above. However, people in Kampung Air are facing numbers of problems many years ago. One of the problems is water quality issues, which is getting serious day by day. Although the local people have resided in Kampung Air for more than a century, they are still facing problems from water pollution, especially solid waste that deteriorates the environmental quality. Moreover, as time passes by, Brunei is in the process of urban development, and the increase in the number of population in Kampung Air creating major problems of water pollution. Kampung Air has been experiencing worse pollution due to increase of waste coming from the capital city, urban development, and negative practices of people dumping rubbish into the river.
Can you see this my slide now?
Yes, Dr. Safi, we can see it, but it will be better if you could make it a slideshow instead so we can see the full view of your slide.
Okay. Can you see? Cool.
Perfect, perfect, Dr. Safi. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Now can continue. Okay. I think okay, Bates, you have already have an idea now. So how this component at the moment and how it is running. The other hand, based on this, I would like to say the objective, the aim and objectives of this study. The study to study this project, to have this idea about the past and present unique aspects, the traditional built environment of Kampung Air in Bondoseri, Begawan, in the Brunei Darussalam. The second point it is to analyze the change of the architectural structure between traditional and the modern houses in Kampung Air, to show the correlations between the tourism and the tangible and intangible cultural heritage and socio-economic status or socio-economic improvement of the Kampung Air. The whole, it is the aim to understand the uniqueness of the traditional built environment of Kampung Air through history, architecture, and socio-economic status at the moment. Okay, based on this, we already know this. Brunei is located in the Borneo Island. So on the other hand, it is the latitude of 4°5'3" 25" and longitude 114°56' 32 inches in the east. So it is near to the equatorial zone. This is why Brunei is a special type of temperatures and the weather and climate. And the location in the northern bank of the Brunei River. The characteristics are highly urbanized. The drainage system of the Sungai. Sungai is a river. Sungai Kedayan River and the Sungai Brunei River. The Brunei River and the Kedayan River, and it is a tidal inlet. So this is a Kampung Air is located over there. It is a well mixed estuary and the longitudinal salinity gradient, low freshwater input. So it is a long history of the water quality and the water issues. Although this is a settlement on the water, but water was the main problem over there because of the freshwater. Only at least 60 years before, the water supply over there on the river. So you already see later how the water system, the pure drinking water supply system already developed over there on the river. So water coming from the land to the on the river. So this is as a vicinity of the whole area. This we can saw this a mosque. This is a Swas mosque, Sultan Umar Ali Saifuddin Mosque. This is the center of this, and this river is going actually. This is the main river, the Brunei River, and the smallest river, this river. And these all areas, these settlement already, floating settlement, all are the Kampung Air. So Kampung Air actually 42 villages, but this part actually now not anymore. This is another land, the new built environment already developed. This is a previous, I think, 24 scenario. So, but still the river and the other side, the whole, this is the main Kampung Air now. But on the other side, it's already renovated, or the modern architecture and the modern new built environment already established at the moment. We'll see, if we see very, very closely based on this satellite image or this GIS formations, this is the structure of the Kampung Air. This is a main river, the Brunei River. This is a Brunei River, and this is Kedain River. So these are the city center, this area. But on the other hand, all this part is still existing, but other part is already renovated. The new type of new built environment already developed. We'll see gradually how it is looking. On the other hand, this is this is a village area, boundary of the village, so we can also use this GIS. This especially ArcGIS 10.5. We are using this. My students also are working. So this is a mapping of this particular area, also trying to confirming this boundary of this area. This was 42 villages with 30,000 inhabitants over there. At the moment, it was 2016, and the 4 villages where the 20,000 inhabitants existed. Some other villages already resettled in other places, but the village as a whole, 10 or 12 villages already disappeared at the moment. So this is we can see how the structure, the village area and the boundary of this village area and the rate. We can see the GIS mapping is showing this all this plot or the house, and then the village area. Village is a kampong area, as well as a mukim is this sub-district area. Also, it is bounded, and also we are trying to next step how many people at the moment we needed to survey. So this is something of work we are also doing to land management, land area measurement using this ArcGIS, and also as well as satellite image we are using. Similarly, this whole area is a kampong area. So different areas, some areas are very rich, some areas are different types of income status. We can see this, but it's on the other side. This area, this is a main city, the Bandar, the Pusat Bandar, the Bandar area. Bandar is a main city actually. So this area, people are involved with the city activities. Somehow the income is very high, but it's a communication system where there is a using from here to cross this river to water taxi. This is one kind of boat are using. But on the other hand, this is a new built environment over there, another new bridge is already here. We will see later how it is working. So different area, whole area, we already mapping this whole area, and boundary already confirmed all these villages or all these compounds. So these also we are also trying to area measurement and connectivity systems and socio-economic survey. So trying it to other software as well as GIS, we are trying to give this a priority to use this. Me myself and my students are already working on that. So this area I can see actually this totally changed. I will show this area how this area is already changed now eco corridor by the name of the landscape, the natural landscape or the river landscape, or we can say the water landscape, how it is changing. So how it is changing, we are also following the satellite image as well as the GIS mapping. The population actually declining. So this is 13th century, this population in the Kampung are only 10,000. And 15th to 19th century, it was around 5 to 10,000. sometimes it is reduced. And 20th century, it is 13,000, and at the also the 10,000. At the moment, actually, real figure is also difficult. We are trying to really investigate the real population figure out. My assumption say it could be 16,000 at the moment. So these are the declining the population is at different regions. The fire hazards is also one of the threats. House collapses sometimes. Housing grant and people are moving from this place to the land area. So these are the region for the population declining. So on the based on this, why we the kampung air, it is important for the outstanding universal value of the kampung air. The kampung air, the components of the world largest, the heritage and the characteristics of their security and the diversity, reflecting the values of the each culture and the region. The concept of the universal value refers to the genuine, aesthetic, and authentic example of the heritage of different culture as component parts of the universal heritage of mankind. This is also what's something we can found in this kampung aya. The housing pattern you will see later is coming, the materials, the design, the architecture. That's will setting the universal value because this for a long time over there. And this is no engineer working over there, but it's also the engineering knowledge transferring from generation to generation. That's the universal outstanding values we found over there. The definition of the outstanding universal value of the particular heritage site should thus be based on the critical comparative study that takes into the account of the cultural phenomena concerned. Considering the complexity of the diversity of the heritage in different cultures, there is a great variety of the sources information to be taken into account, which is considering the UNESCO as well as something the same characters we found in the kampung aya. Okay, something is referred about the essential functions by the by UNESCO. What could be the World Heritage Sites on the basis of the nomination of the cultural natural properties of outstanding universal value, which are to be protected under the convention, and to list those properties of the World Heritage List. Which site, cultural site or natural site, could be considered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. These are four basic concern is that this sometimes is a monitor for the state of the conservation of the properties inscribed into the World Heritage List in liaison with the state parties. This also depends on the state parties. United Nations state parties, how they are considering. And although some sites is a high universal values, it is a mankind of creations, but it cannot be because there's some complexity. To decide in case of the urgent and needed to be included in the World Heritage List, that are to be inscribed in the list of the heritage in danger. Some could be in danger. So some cases in the kampung aya, the fire, for the last 200 years, more than 25,000 times the areas of fire. So this is also one sense this is some part is in danger situation. That could be also considered. To determine what way under what conditions the resources in the World Heritage Fund can most advantageously to be used to assist the parties as far as possible in the protections of their properties and outstanding universal values. These are the concerned the point of the UNESCO recognized, but some points we can see it is a very similarly in the kampung aya. So on the public, what is the public perception of the World Heritage Sites? Actually, cultural and the natural heritage are not renewable, not replaceable. It is not only one nation's property, but also the property of the whole nation as a whole. So to loss through or destruction of the disappearance of any heritage in the is the loss of the people of the world. So it is needed to consider wherever it is from an architectural point of view, cultural point of view, natural point of view, or the human mankind or creativity sense of view, that could be the heritage sites wherever it is located. Parts of the heritage became, because of their exceptional qualities, can be considered to be outstanding universal value, and that such special protection against the dangers which increasingly threaten them should be implemented. And attempted to reduce this hostile situation and to ensure the proper identification, protection, conservation, and preservation of the world's irreplaceable heritage. The member state of UNESCO adopted in 1972 the Convention concerning the protection of the heritage. As a Brunei nation, the government of Brunei already one of the signatory member of the UNESCO Convention 72, but still we have any society is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So this is unique. On the other hand, we already mentioned something. Why Kampong Ayer is so important? This the unique aspects of the cultural identity of Kampong Ayer. It is a cultural diversity, unique cultural aspect, and the identity, national identity, and spatial architecture, the Malay housing pattern, and the natural construction materials. This is also very special, are using for a long time, more than 1,500 years. Food habit diversity and the music and language dialogue. This is something is special. That also could be considered as a UNESCO, according to the UNESCO criteria. Handicrafts and the handicrafts are villages over water. This is another special thing. It's a uniqueness of the Kampong Ayer. All villages, the name came based on the productions or the cultural goods. So this goldsmith, ironsmith, these types of village, actually that types of activities, production going on. This is why this village name come from that part. So this is also another unique term are using in the Kampong Ayer. This you will not find other part of the world. So spatial indigenous medicinal treatment, actually they are treating or practicing from Kampong Ayer. This is not at the moment, not now. That's also could be considered to protect these types of knowledge, indigenous knowledge, indigenous engineering knowledge, or indigenous medicinal treatment knowledge. We need to protect. This is also the criteria from UNESCO. Indigenous knowledge practicing for livelihoods and economic improvement is also practicing in Kampong Ayer. Administrative center and the town over water more than 100 years. It was continuously going on, but later the administrative center of the town already shifted to the land area. This was the vicinity. You can see the village. It is not actually village. It's a town and the capital city on water. This is something special Malay architecture and the traditional built environment on the Kampong Ayer on the river. So all these facilities over there now, the electricity, water supply, gas supply, but they are on the water. But also water, they are on the water, but this is water not available or suitable for them to use. They have to use this water, the supply water. This is water coming from the land area. So this is one of the another still this unique and transportation system. They are using the water taxi always, but now also it is connected with the high breeze from the land area. We will see this breeze later. So these are the inside the path and the water supply and the Kampong Ayer. This is a special type of house we can see, very much a traditional house, as well as you can follow these materials, the pillar. Actually, this is a special type of the mangrove wood. On the special type of mangrove, not the all mangrove wood cannot be used. And this is my observation. I was continuously going there and something investigating. These are some wood. They know, some people know how to season this, and the age of these materials, for especially the pillar, is more than 600. Still, it is active working. But this is something special, indigenous engineering knowledge, how to materials are used for a longer time. So that's knowledge also we needed to protect. This is the inside connectivity and the path, and the economic activities in the Kampong Ayer, past and present we can see. This is a special type of activities. The Padian and the Pengalu. Padian, that's mean the women are using selling their products, their own products, and the others food types or vegetable product that they are selling from house to house and using this traditional board. This is said the traditional word using is Padian. And the Pengalu, those are the boys using similar type of activities or other site activities in the land area. They are doing this Pengalu. And the women activities say Padian. Padian is a boat women. Women are operating the boat and selling these types. And at the same time, oil production, catch, fishing, rubber productions, handicrafts, black and silversmith, and sago production. It was the first activities in the Kampung Air. Especially these two types of professional people are doing this, Padian and Pengalu. At the present time, some small entrepreneurship are already developing in the floating market, selling varieties of the goods, and a restaurant on water outside their house and the white balcony. They are doing something small type of entrepreneurship or selling something. Water taxi, this is only the communication, very much popular. People are using this. And homestay lodge, it is a new type of tourism and the income activities already started at the moment. So this is for the tourism, the homestays, the Kunis 7 lords, one of the initiator, the lady, she was the land area, the rich lady and educated lady. She started the first time the tourism and on the water, on the inside the Kampung Air. This is the lords of the houses, the homestay house. I think it is getting very much popular in the Kampung Air. So tourists are coming. Last time, so we found that these are almost 40 different countries that tourists are coming, and they are from the Western world, or America, USA, Australia, Japan, this area, and they already know what is the Kunis 7 laws. This is one of the starting point, and some are already getting interested to develop their economic activities or becoming again the newly as a Padian or the women entrepreneurs. It's the process is running at the moment. So it is also this, she developed this house. This is also traditional house, but we can see this house, I already several time outside and inside, special design and special architecture already developed. Newly built environment on water. And this is also attractive, but she already did something, the combination, the old design, old architectural design, and a new design. This is a mixture in between. So I think it is also attractive for the tourists. And these tourists, we can see last year information. I have something almost January, at least 1,000 to 2,000. This is the range per month. And March, I also found every month 1,000 or 1,500 or latest 2,000. And this year, a lot of pandemic situation, we have no information what is happening. I am also not going there, but this is it is not the very much bad condition. It's also tourists are coming, and whatever tourists are, the foreign tourists are coming in Brunei. First, they targeted even to go to the Kampung Air. What is Kampung Air? A lot of other things, modern city part of Delhi, but all tourists would like to go to the Kampung Air. Even the British Crown Prince already here for the last few years ago. First time, second day, he already in the Kampung Air. He would like to see Kampung Air, not even the palace. It's already finished and first went to Kampung Air. That's mean Kampung Air is a universal high value of that area and the architecture, people, culture, heritage. We needed to know this, what is happening to the tourists also. Tourists are also interested to visit this. This is we can, according to the nationals of the tourism, we found last year the USA, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, East Asia, and ASEAN countries. Actually, ASEAN countries, more tourists are also coming because of Korea, China, Japan, and Malaysia, Indonesia. These areas, Vietnam, Thailand, they are also coming. But as well as America, this also the figure is not very low. That's mean tourism activities is already increasing based on the Kampung Air culture and heritage. I would like to see. At the moment, what's the tourism already helping the heritage tourism? Actually, we are talking about this heritage tourism. It is also supporting the social values, economic improvement, as well as environmental protection. So it is like a circle. Tourists coming, government already is supporting, or is government having some benefits, as a stakeholder also involved, and the local community. These are also involved for their all the goods are selling, as well as there's incoming in the Kampunga. So it is like a circle. The tourist, government stakeholder, and the community of the area, they can make a good plan based on the Kampunga architecture or Kampunga heritage that could be involved in the tourism activities or tourism improvement. What is the problem at the moment in the Kampung Air? The Kampung Air is reducing this originality. What is at the moment, before we are talking about the architecture, heritage, culture, the building status, the settlement and the population is decreasing because settlement also replacing, and the people also moving because of the government policy, or as well as the young generation would like to go to the modern area, modern city area. So this is why the population gradually decreasing. Degrading its diversity, and the economic and the livelihood status is also degrading because of not enough activities. This could be considered. Degrading its cultural identity. So if even most of the young generation, young people don't say we are originally from Kampung. They don't like to say this. This is also, that means that they're losing this identity crisis. The degradation of the cultural heritage. The cultural heritage, the tangible and intangible heritage. So it is we needed to protect at the moment. Actually, it is also degrading. Some intangible heritage may be already lost. So one is a heritage is lost, it is already lost. You cannot recover it, or it is not possible to replaceable. It is not replaceable. This is why it is a heritage. Shrinking the water village territorial areas. So it was 42 villages. Now 31 villages. Some are already replaced. Degrading water quality in both the rivers, the Brunei rivers and the Kadan river, all the water quality in the river basin, actually it is also degrading. There is not enough initiative or any project at the moment. Maybe it is also a considerable issue to do that. The community livelihood insecurity, some because they don't want to stay, they would like to, the young generation especially. So this is why they are moving to other places, not evaluating the considering the universal value, but it has a high value. Maybe this is not considering. These are the some basic problems in the Kampungaya. So the status of the World Heritage globally, I already mentioned in the beginning. At the moment, all over the world, more than 1,000 or at the moment 1,300 World Heritage sites already, cultural and natural and the mixed heritage sites already declared by the UNESCO. But unfortunately, there is no site inscribed in Brunei, Darussalam. But only in Brunei, according to the UNESCO criteria, not only one the Kampung Air culture and heritage, it could be, but also the other site in Brunei is also possible to consider as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So it is already until 72 declared by the UNESCO. We are in trying to declare some sites as a World Heritage Sites, but still we have at the moment. This is why I think Kampung Air could be one of the sites that could be inscribed in the UNESCO list. Some I would like to say this is a criteria or this scenario. Already we talk about this information. This, I would like to show something. The scenario on Kampung cultural heritage based on the built environment or the traditional environment, traditional heritage or traditional architecture or modern architecture, whatever you see. Similarly, you can see this area. This is a mixture one building until here. This is a very modern materials are using for the housing and the architecture. On the other side, the right side, you can see also this is a very traditional pattern and a traditional architecture design, as well as the materials. Materials are mostly over the natural materials and the wooden materials. Those are at the for the some years it is not are using anymore because all are using these materials are the metal materials or cement materials. These are using the new architectural shape, but the traditional architecture totally the natural base and the very much a traditional and this region and the wooden materials. So these are actually, I can see these types of the mixture materials, the pillar. Some are considered the wooden materials, and beside also cement pillar are already using. But on the other hand, the cement already, this pillar only 20 years, but it's already, some are already damaging. But the wooden materials, you can see it's very old. It's actually, I found this information, this is more than 600 years. These materials, wooden materials, the special type of engineering knowledge that they applied this seasoning this wood, and they are using. It is a continuous 24 hours on the water some 100 years already on the water, but it's not damaging, but it's already lasting for a long time. This is also the indigenous engineering knowledge. This knowledge actually we needed to protect, and UNESCO also trying that all over the world. So I think it could be also the part of the UNESCO criteria. And this site, the Kampong Air site, should be the one of the site based on the architecture point of view. So now as another site, this building and another building, this is a very much a new built environment. They are using these materials, totally cement and the metal materials. Designed also the modern architecture, not following this traditional architectural design. These two buildings totally different. This is some are already traditional, but as a mixer. This wooden and the cement materials, but this is already at least this location and the structure is already very much traditional and the same area. This the types we can see. This is also the very much a traditional area, where but also the modern materials and modern design also included. But maybe in, some years later it will be totally other type of very modern built environment. The modern architecture will be follow their Western glass type of materials would be included in this area. But still we can see the wooden materials. Wooden materials, that's mean it is a very much traditional materials and traditional design. And this wooden, we needed to process this. There are only very few people, they are doing these activities, how to make it this wood season. And after 2-3 years, they can use these materials. So this is a group of students also we are following with me. The group of students are going, this is one part of this Kampong, the built environment, traditional built environment. We are looking, observing one very much, very old, maybe it is more than 1,000 years. They say 1,200, they estimated years old, this built environment. And the materials, so materials is okay, this materials, wooden materials is also more than 1,000 years. The people over there, they can say could be. They also have to see now the students also observing these materials are really very old materials, and it is still is continuing. So that means it is also another type of knowledge, indigenous engineering knowledge, and it is generating to generation. There are no school, no teachers, but they are person to person, family to family. They are preserving this knowledge. We also protect this knowledge. This is the property of the world. It's not only property of the Kampong Air. This is knowledge property, and it which is related with the built environment. Okay, based on this, something very quickly I would introduce how the built environment, traditional built environment is important. In Kampong Air, actually, 6 different types of architectural design and housing design and the materials are was available at the past. But at the moment, our investigation in the museum and the area, we found only 5 difference. Another one is not available at the moment. I did not find this. This is one thing. First one we can see Ruma Billa. Maybe you will understand this language. It is a Brunei language or Malay language. Ruma Billa type of housing pattern and the materials of the natural materials. It was very popular. And second one, Ruma Bella Bubung. This also in the museum we can see this only house, not in the reality. The Ruma Berluteng. This is also a very fancy type of design with a roof and the windows, and the normally the 2-floor houses, and the windows and the doors is a special type of design. and they are using this screen in the windows as well as in the door. And also some door are very designed with the colorful design that it is. And third one is Ruma Petong Limas. This is also very simple, but they are designed on the door and the windows, and door was always a covering on the screen. And it's a colorful materials, cloth materials are using in the screen. And the last one we have the Ruma Bella Bebung. Bebung is this is a popular. These types of some are similar house is available at the moment. It's like a L pattern, what we call modern architecture, but this is totally on the wooden materials and some other natural materials are using for roofs, and the walls are using or the pillars are using totally special type of wood. And this is some are already mangrove type of wood and some special type of this. Some wood are using is a very expensive type of wood using for the house materials. So these are the very much traditional. At the moment, we can also see to one or two, maybe some houses still is continuing, and others are only in the museum. So this is actually we needed to protect this, how to protect. Otherwise, this is the traditional built environment or traditional architecture. One day it will be disappear from Kampong. So now we can see how Kampong Ayer, the present day, what is it? The first one you can see the very much is also the platform type, 1 floor or 2 floor building, very modern architecture. Some cases they try to follow this special design, but the materials is totally changes. The wider space now also the housing space and the size is becoming bigger. So second, it was the new renovation type of very modern, but on the water. And this type, this is also the modern building, but is a building 1 floor or 2 floor type of building, and very modern. All are materials, glass materials, cement materials, wood materials, steel materials. They are the materials, and the design is very modern Western design. On the right side, we can see it is a bigger house. Bigger house. This is the highest house in this, but it was bigger. It's actually 3 houses together, like, but nice design, but totally the modern architecture. The bigger floor, this is also is a changing than traditional house, but they are already here. The second one is like a mixture type of materials that they are using. As a whole, foyer, gate, and the door, the last one, this is also something is changing, not only following the traditional, but the new design and architecture, and the corridor type of they are changing. These are the at the moment, if you go to Kampong Ayer, these types of housing and housing materials, housing pattern and design, modern architectural design you can see in the Kampong Ayer. But it is a one side totally renovated to be very much modern, other side a very much untouched area, totally traditional architectures available over there. So what is the traditional and the modern? We can see one compare. This is a very traditional type of house where these things are using these nipa leaves. Nipa is I think from the mangrove, one kind of mangrove. These are using for the materials for the housing, but now it is already a nibong. Nibong may be the wall type. This or the wall, meaning is the wall, and the modern type it was using for other type. So this other type is a nibong and kayu bakau mangrove. Something of wall materials or this using the bakau is one kind of mangrove. This is for the pillar they are using for the pillar for a long time. And nibong, this also the type of the materials from the nature. These are the roof, wall, windows, pillar, and the floor. You can consider these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. Totally depends on the natural materials. But on the other hand, the modern architecture and modern building in Kampong Ayer, what is using totally the aluminum, zinc, wooden boarded, sliding glass, cement, and floor also cement, and the pillar also cement. So this is the materials are different. The traditional architecture or traditional built environment and the modern built environment. This is a difference from materials point of view, and the structure or design point of view is a totally opposite or totally changed. So these are now you can see this is very much a traditional, and now this is a road, very traditional road with the wooden materials are using and the water supply. Now we can see the next the commented pathway already cemented and very modern. And this was the wooden pathway it was before. And interior inside the living room, you can see this is outside situation. This interior, this type of very modern space and the materials are using. And this is inside of the house or the living room. This is also the modern type, but on the river, you can see. So now it is a big foyer in front of the house. You can see very glorious, and cemetery foyer also is giving more space. And kitchen and the dining area is also very much modern now, and designed in the other way. Before they are on the flooring, the other way they use in the traditional way, like this. But now it is this. So and the corridor, it is a before corridor, and now corridor is a very modern way they are using the space. So now it is also trying to this museum, the water village. This is a museum of which they are showing the museum. It is also this on the modern architecture. Is not only following this traditional way, but it's totally renovated and the modern architecture and the materials is a totally modern and the new other types of materials. So this part is a very modern or very new architectural built environment, we can say. And on the other hand, actually these types of, if you see, suddenly you cannot believe it is in Brunei. Actually, this similar type of World Heritage sites in Germany, as well as it is similar type of house in the North Coast area in the Sweden. We found the similar in Denmark. We found similar type of housing pattern on the coast area. Similar type of design, one after another. This type also already declared as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. But it is not of the Europe, it is in Brunei. But you can see very modern built environment. And this is a pathway of the house in front of the house. I was over there. This is me standing on the road, but it's a cement road. Like it is a, you can drive on the car. You can drive your car on this area. It's a very much modern and very much Western, very much materials is a very Western materials are using. And even built environment, we can even consider as a light post also could be a one built environment. The light post over here, you can see this is also very much a modern built environment, which is a really Western type, not the traditional type. This is the changing pattern of the kampung air. One part already changed this type, you can see already. So other types are behind the kampung air. This river, this is the new bridge. This is also another new built environment, and it is one of the very popular. These types of bridge, one pillar type of bridge, very few bridges are available in the world. You can say this in Turkey, Phosphorus Pranali. You can say in the New York. After I think it's a 3 or 4th number of bridges already established with this kampung air connected with the mainland. So now people can join, they use this, but normally they don't want to use. They already use this water taxi, the boat, not using this car. And kampung air, all people mostly, they have the car, but they are parking their car in the land. Then they use this water taxi going to their house and sleeping over there at night. So this is something, culture, traditions, and the using the habit is totally different from the other part. So this is why we have to also believe and trust, respect people's belief, people's heritage, people's watching or behavior. This is why something is different. This is a group of people, long time, they are believing, they are practicing. So we should also accept this and respect this and protect this. This is why that could be also the cultural heritage, as well as it is also intangible heritage. And besides, modern built environment already very much a modern built environment, we can say, with the kampung air. So this, what is the land use changing? This is a kampung air, this area, all this housing, this we are using now, the GIS application. There is no breeze already. This was this first time the urbanization started here. This is Kota Batu area. Kampung Air is the main town, and then it is shifted as here. So this is now it is a new bridge. The bridge we already seen. This is a Sungai Kebun bridge. Already this bridge here. After this connected with this bridge, so this area is extending, and the again the urbanization process already started. This is actually doing this. Me and my students also working on this Kota Batu area, the urbanization, land use, and the land cover changes pattern. We are using this GIS. So that's based on this, we can see what will be the future planning and the development of this particular area, build environment. On the other hand, this is a other side. This area is a Kampung Air, the blue one actually. This is not Kampung Air, but this other part actually it was this part of the Kampung Air some settlement, and this is a city center. But also that once actually before, now it is changing this area, how it is changing. Before we can see this area, this is a water area, water village. This is also the part of the Kampung. These pictures you saw in the video, but this is totally changed now. So we are trying to apply this very much mapping and drawing use of this GIS. So how the land use is changing, and based on this, the management and the sustainable plan could be developed based on use of the remote sensing and GIS. So we can now compare these two area 2005, the land use pattern, especially this area based on the GIS, and this is a now new type of, it is 2017. This area total eco corridor. It is also the some part of the river already using as a eco corridor, land are changing. So these types of study to comparison to manage urbanization planning or future development planning, the GIS is one of the very fundamental and the basic engineering tool or geoscience tool we needed to use this, not only for this in the Brunei or this Kampung area, but it could be used in any other discipline where they are using it for making a good plan for the future plan. So cultural heritage in the Kampung Air, I would like to say very shortly, already covered. So the event, past and present, the wedding, these we can see the wedding systems, the family event, the Tahital of the Dua, Salamat, festive month, Eid, and the Haji or Idul Fitr, Idul Adha, social activities or this some sports meeting, everything is happening in Kampung Air. This is actually sports field, but on the water. This is another specific thing. It is a really good before, but still it is over there. But the past, the way people are living over there, using these materials, accordingly they developed their infrastructure and the architecture and the built environment. But for the time change, people also changing. So modernization is already entering. These types of present time they are using for the other way or the outside. So this is how we can use or how we can protect. This is question how the built environment, traditional built environment. With traditional built environment, it is actually the landmark, or it is our identity, cultural identity, religious identity, and the natural identity. But that is already reducing. That could be danger if we don't protect that. The once is lost, is totally lost. So
Dr. Safi,
yeah.
Dr. Safi, you have another 5 minutes here, Dr. Safi.
Okay, it's fine. I can finish within 5 minutes. Okay, I think this Kampung Air something the cultural product. This is I think you are very much familiar. This is special textile. This also producing or weaving in Kampung Air. I think it is already very much popular in this whole region, in the Asia Pacific region as well, Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei. But it is very the nice design are producing is also the heritage, because it's no education, no trainings, and but it is generation to generation there. Doing still it is a practicing in the Kampung Air. So other things the people are doing something. These types of tudong dula, it is very familiar. Our dear people still are making this tudong dulang. it is one of the cultural attractive, and it is entering the market. The touristic point of view, tourists are coming and buying this as a souvenir. That will be also the heritage. We need also, there is no education, there is no designed concept. They are doing this from their mind. So this is also the heritage. So it is also the either is tangible, or also some cases we can say it is intangible. We needed to protect this. This is a special type of the preparation for the kitwa path. They are using some rice and boiling this rice with these leaves and materials. They already preparing. It is also the popular in culture, heritage, and even in Brunei, as well as some part in the Indonesia and Malaysia also are using this. So it is also we need to protect. Maybe once we will totally lost this, people will not use this. So this is totally going to from the kampung air to the marketplace. So these are actually these basic idea from the satellite image. You can see this how this looks like, but this land use and the landscape are changing very rapidly. This is a modern thinking. The plan, the blueprint of the kampung air and the surrounding the city area. This you can see it is a Brunei, but okay, it is not completed. It's like a newer, very near future. We can see these types of view within the modern, the built environment as well as modern architecture is coming. It's already some part already established now, Eco Corridor, but this is a whole project. The Wasan named the project 2035, the government visions. Maybe by 2035, you can see this area. This is these types of modern architecture, the floating present of heritage of Kampong. So this will be showing this modern, very 2035. This is the vision. Now you can see in the beginning the pictures and the feel of the Kampong Air and the surrounding. Now you can see this is the blueprint for the 2035. That will be very, very different architectural view as well as a built environmental change for the whole area. So this already I'm going to finish now. This actually the concluding remarks. The Kampong Air is a unique village in the Bondoseri Begawan, and it has a high cultural diversity and universal high value of creativity of humankind. Kampong Air Water Village is the city landmark as well as the unique traditional built environment and cultural identity of Brunei Darussalam. The tangible and intangible heritage of Kampong Air has high universal values, so it is important to protect and conserve within this framework of the national and international convention and policies. All these characters and the values can be fulfilled the UNESCO World Heritage Sites selection criteria. Therefore, Kampong Air can be nominated as a national World Cultural Heritage Sites in Bondoseri Begawan, and UNESCO should declare as the first World Cultural Heritage Sites in Brunei Darussalam. Okay, that's thank you for. I would like to finish here. This is my students. Those are working in Kampong Air with me. These other groups continuously doing this. So it is also the with the built environment, modern architecture. They are also the group of students actually doing some project on Kampong Air issues to declare as a World Heritage Sites. We are working for that. So these also students. Thank you very much for your attention. Please. If you have a question. Thank you very much, Dr. Gajeli. I finish here. If you have any questions and discussions, please proceed. Next.
Thank you, Dr. Safi. Such a very interesting topic. Perhaps we could actually start with Pak Idham, and then we're going to have a question for Dr. Safi and Pak Idham all together towards the end of the sessions. Pak Idham, would you be ready to start?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so shall I move to our next speaker, Pak Idham Nugraha, MSc from Universitas Islam Riau. A little bit about Pak Idham. Pak Idham obtained his Master of Science in Planning and Management of Coastal and Watershed from Universitas Gadjah Mada with research specialty on spatial modeling land cover changes to determine peak discharge in cell sub watershed. Bachelor degree in Geographic Information Science and Regional Development also from Universitas Gadjah Mada. Currently, Pak Idham is a lecturer in Department of Urban and Regional Planning, Universitas Islam Riau. Prior to that, Pak Idham experienced as a field coordinator and GIS specialist with United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, and PT Chevron Pacific Indonesia, having numerous publications as main and co-author for articles and book chapters in morphology, spatio-temporal, and GIS. Today, Pak Idham will be presenting topic on the use of geospatial data to support regional development planning. Hand over to you, Pak Idham.
Yes, maybe is it my voice clear?
Yes, loud and clear, Pak.
Okay. How about my presentation?
If you could make it a slide show.
Slideshow. Okay.
Yes, perfect, Pak.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Honor for me to speak in front of you now on this event. Thank you for all the participants. And also, I would like to say thank you for all the committee for organizing this event very well and for inviting us for sure. Today, today I will bring to you the presentation about the use of geospatial data to support regional development planning. But before that, I will start with our history. It's a little bit about our department history. I'm from Urban and Regional Planning Department, Universitas Islam Riau. It was established on 12th of July in 2006, and our university has been founded on 1962. We are under YLPI Riau Foundation, Yayasan Lembaga Pendidikan Islam Riau, and then we have 12 lecture in with various field of research. First of all is the group of urban planning. We have Dr. Zafir Zaim with the urban planning as the expertise, and the other three lecture here in urban planning group. Meanwhile, in regional planning, we have four lecture here. Bu Puji Astuti as a head of our department in urban and regional planning. And the other one is the transportation, environment, and information system. We have Dr. Ardeninata with environment as the expertise, and me, Ida Nugraha, as GIS with my expertise. For a little bit of my educational background, I was graduated from Geography Faculty Universitas Gadjah Mada on 2012. I took the major of Informasi Geografi dan Pengembangan Wilayah, and in 2012 I continue my study on Magister Perencanaan Pengelolaan Pesisir dan Daerah Aliran Sungai. It's also in Geography Faculty Universitas Gadjah Mada in Yogyakarta. Maybe some of you have been visit in Jogja. My email is idham.nugraha@eng .asif.id. For today, I divide into two topics specifically. The first one is the use of geospatial data for village boundary determination. For your information, it's the collaboration project between our department in Urban and Regional Department and Rokan Hulu government. It's like a local government in Riau province. And the other one is the title is the use of geospatial data to support disaster management. It's about the student research project, our student research project in Urban and Regional Planning Department. Based on the Suprajaka 2017, say that regional development in Indonesia have 5 focus. The first of all is the development of border area and undeveloped area. Second one is the acceleration of top development. And then is the agraria reformation, and then we have the focus on village development, and then we have focus on the mitigation and adaptation of disaster. So because of that, we took the two focus of this regional development to our project in the last 2 years, since 2018 and 2019. And unfortunately, this year we don't have any project because of COVID-19. Maybe next year will be better. First of all, here's the location of our project, Rambah Subdistrict on 2018 and Kabun Subdistrict on 2019. For your information, some of the UiTM student as was joined us from 2000 project, but for short period is I guess for 1 month. This village boundary determination in Rokan Hulu government. Okay, next, this is the status of village boundary in Indonesia. Yeah, you are not wrong because the 65% of the village boundary in Indonesia yet to be defined. They didn't have any border of the village boundaries. It's about 65%. More than 70,000 villages yet to be defined. And here's the table. The table states that the total is about 27,000 villages will be done on 2020. But it's I took it from the Professor Hasaduddin Zainal Abidin presentation on 2017. But it's start on the 2017. And of course, the data in 2018, 2019, and 2020 is at the plan. We don't know the realization today. So we still have work more to do about the village boundary in Indonesia. And on the other hand, geospatial data in Indonesia have several issues. It's like the difference of geomanagement technique between the one agency to the others, the lacking of the up-to-date and high-resolution data, and the low access to geospatial data. Based on the institutional aspect, there are some issues that occur in Indonesia. First of all is many actors, and many actors here is we have the forestry agency, for example, we have forestry agency, we have the development agency, but each agency have the data, but if we follow the data, it's very different data to each other. The other issue is the overlapping data, and the other is the different result of the geospatial analysis. To solve this problem, Indonesian government introduced the One Map policy. One Map policy in Indonesia, we call it kebijakan satu peta. So to support this policy, Bako Surtanal, previously known as Bako Surtanal, is the sounds like survey and mapping agency in Indonesia was transformed to the Badan Informasi Geospasial. So Badan Informasi Geospasial or BIG has the main job to control the geospatial data in Indonesia. So the issue of geospatial data, the problem of the village boundary make it complicated to solve the problem related to the regional development in Indonesia. Here's for the example of the village boundary in Central Java, same area but with different boundaries. You can see in the red circle here and here, we have a different. We have the same area but with the different boundaries. I took this from the presentation of Professor Hasanuddin Zainal Abidin in 2017. In the legal aspect, the regional boundary step on the Act number 4 of 2011 about geospatial information. In this act, state that regional boundary on peta dasar or base map is consists of categories, and one of them is batas wilayah or regional boundary. Regional boundary here, regional boundary determination is under the Ministry of Affairs Authority. The legal of the village boundary in Indonesia is under the Ministry of Home Affairs. But the technical point of view of the village boundary in Indonesia is under the Badan Informasi Geospasial or BIG. To determine the village boundary in Indonesia, we have some regulation, but the main regulation is Permendagri. Permendagri, it means the Minister of Home Affairs Regulation number 45 year of 2016. It said that to obtain the final map of village boundary, at least we have 4 steps to obtain the final map. But on this project, we put it out the step number 4, the installation of the measurement of the boundary pillar. Why we take it out? Put it out because this is the part of the other project after this one. So I will describe by one for the step by step. In document collection and observation, the purpose of this stage was to collecting all relevant data to provide information about indicative border. The border is indicative border that can be used as early information. And for document collection and observation on this project, we have some input like point A, B, C, and D, like information from historical factor, regional data regulation number 7, year of 2003, and the others. Here's our photograph, our documentation of this stage. The next step is the based on the regulation, we should determine the work map. Based on the regulation, there are two criteria of data that can be used on this project. First of all is the base map for Indonesia. We call it Peta Rupa Bumi Indonesia or RBI map with a minimum scale 1 divided 5,000. If the RBI map is unavailable, the alternative data is high resolution image with a minimum spatial resolution is 4 meters. The work map that we used in this project was QuickBird image with a spatial resolution 0.6 meter. The data we obtained from the Geospatial Information Board atau BIG. The next step is the tracing and determining the border position. Before we tracing and determine the border position, we did the focus group discussion by inviting the local community, village apparatus, and the government of the district and sub-district to discuss about our boundary. It's a form of the participatory mapping. By this stage, there were several issues has been concluded, such as we have some finding. First finding is the lacking of community understanding. The lacking of community understanding means there are a group of people who are worried that if the boundary has changed, it will affect the lack of the land. But it's totally wrong because if the boundary is changed, it will not change the right of the land, but it only change the land of administration. The finding number 2 is the change of natural boundary. In the past, the border between villages has been concerned by using the natural occurrence like river and topographical boundary. But in fact, The natural boundary have been changed because natural and anthropogenic activities. For example, in this project, there's an issue between Menaming and Tanjung Belit subdistrict, where the location, the boundary is located in of the emboss or muara sungai. But because of the natural dynamic, the emboss has been changed. The finding number 3 is the different perception. The different perception occur because of the different toponymy that become of reference. For example, in the case of Rambah Tengah Hulu dan Pasir Pangarayan and Pasir Pangarayan, they concern that the border is the river, but they have their own version of the river. Pasir Pangarayan claim the border is Langkopan River, but Rambah Tengah Hulu claim the border is Tunjang River. So there are different perception of the name of the river. The finding number 4 is the area organization without tag boundary. The area reorganization is the common action in Indonesia, especially for the village that has high density of population and large areas. But administratively, the border of the village not spatially depicted. So they did the area reorganization without the map. For example, the case of Rambah Tengah Barat and Sialang Jaya. Here of some our documentation on this stage with of some field apparatus and our student here. So here's the final map of the Rambah subdistrict on 2018. The final administration map of Rambah subdistrict has been done by mutual consent from all related parties. It's quite different with the other one in Kabun subdistrict, while the final administration map of Kabun has been done without consent between Aliantan and Kotorana due to their segment. So they don't have any consent with their segment. So in this case, the local government has the main authority. If it took more than 6 months, the local government can make the final decision, and this segment, the final decision by the local government is by divide the gray area into two pieces. If you look at the yellow line here, is Aliantan version, and the blue line is the Kotorana. And the local government in Rokan Hulu make the final decision by divided into two pieces here. So it's about the village boundary determination. We will jump to the other thing. Maybe you can keep your question for the last of my presentation. The second topic is the use of geospatial data to support disaster management. I took it from the student research projects. The first project is the mitigation of drought on Dumai watershed area. The name of the student is Andre Insani Marton, with Faizan Dalila and me as the supervisor. And the second one is the spatial modeling of coastal inundation in the coastal area of Dumai City. The student is Rizky Ardiansa with Aprian Dinata, Dr. Aprian Dinata and Faizan Dalila as the supervisor. So why we choose Dumai as the location of our project? We have at least three phenomena in Dumai. First of all is the anthropogenic activities, because the Dumai is one of the city and Riau province. The other one is the natural phenomenon like climate change and global warming. And the other is the coastal area. Dumai is one of the coastal area that located in east coast of Sumatra. One of the consequences is that Dumai is very vulnerable to the disaster like coastal inundation, fluvial flood, coastline change, saltwater, and incidents. The map Dumai, if you look at the map, very close to Malaysia. Here are the location of the Dumai city. To formulate the mitigation of drought in Dumai watershed area, we have done several steps. First of all is we should obtain the drought hazard map. by using overlay technique. We have 6 parameters like topographical map, cover, soil texture, and filtration, rock and rainfall intensity. To obtain the rock vulnerability, we use the social vulnerability like the group of vulnerable and people density, population density, and the main instrument of this research is the overlay technique by using ArcGIS 10.6. After we obtain the information about the top region, we try to formulate the mitigation in Dumai watershed related to the disaster of drought here. Here's some drought hazard map. So slope map, soil map, rock, rainfall intensity, and land cover. We try to overlay all this map into one is the drought hazard map. If you look at the red mark on the map, is the very exposure to the drought hazard is in the coastal area of Dumai. But most of the area in Dumai is categorized as moderate and low of drought hazard. In the coastal, we have the high class of hazard. And here, the drought vulnerability map. We try to overlay this map, and here the vulnerability map. After that, we try to overlay the map. Sorry, the hazard map and the vulnerability map to obtain the drought risk map. Here the risk map of drought in Dumai city. After we obtain this one, we try to offer some concept of mitigation. It's like the first concept is we offer to reorganize the land cover to land rehabilitation. Second one is developing the installation of water treatment, and the third is developing the conservation pond and infiltration well. It's about the structural concept. But in the non-structural concept, we offer two concepts about mitigation about drought in Dumai. First of all is capacity building to the related stakeholder and community around the Dumai city. And the second one is develop the research about the water resources and relate chain in Dumai city. So here maybe it's chance for us to make a future collaboration in Dumai maybe. So I think maybe after this presentation we can discuss about maybe our future collaboration. Okay, the last project of my student is the spatial modeling of coastal inundation in the coastal area of Dumai city. We use unlikely like the last project. In this project, we try to obtain the information about street map of the coastal inundation in coastal area of Dumai by using topographical map. We using DEMNAS. DEMNAS is topographical source of imagery from the Indonesian government, and we overlay that map with land use to and obtain the information about spatial modeling of coastal inundation in coastal area of Dumai. Here are some scenario. We took 3 scenarios of the inundation, 15 centimeter, 100 centimeter, and 100 centimeters. Maybe it's not clear on your screen, but I will share it to the committee and will distribute to all of you. And here's the tabulation of the affected area in due to coastal inundation in Dumai city. Mendang-Kampai district is a large area that suffering a lot about coastal inundation, related to coastal inundation. If we overlay with the land use map, coastal inundation in Dumai, it make the agriculture land in Dumai, it's suffering a lot because it's about more than 10,000 hectare of the agricultural land in the maximum scenario affected by coastal inundation. By this by this prediction, we can make some scenario about the how to reduce how to disaster risk reduction in coastal area of Dumai city. Here's some of our documentation in the Dumai, the coastal inundation in Dumai city. Yeah, and maybe it's the last of my presentation. So what next? We are inviting you to make the future collaboration, maybe with Universitas Islam Riau, Universitas Teknologi Mara, and Universitas Brunei Darussalam. Maybe we can make a future collaboration for the future. Okay, I will give it back to the moderator. Terima kasih. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Halo.
Thank you very much, Pak Idham. That's an interesting information on how the geospatial can support regional development planning. So, Pak Idham, would you be happy to take a question?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm very happy to have a question. Possibly.
Okay, so my dear attendees, kindly unmute the speaker to ask the question to Pak Idham, or you can use the chat room to send the question. Shall we have the first question, please, from the audience?
Okay. Mr. Idam, can you hear me?
You
Shafi,
Mr. Safi.
yeah. Can you hear
Okay.
me? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, I think it's a good, interesting presentation, and thank you very much for such information and good presentation concerning the Indonesia case.
Yeah.
I think it is a very good boundaries these villages.
Yeah.
Mentioned 70,000 villages. It is only the whole countries or only one province?
So, it's for whole country.
70,000, yeah?
Yeah. 70,000 yet to be defined about the village boundary.
Okay, I'm asking one thing to know. Do you use some village name? One village name is a Parit,
Parit.
yes?
Yeah.
Do you know this?
Which one?
Some
Okay.
village name is a Parit.
Parit in my province. I can hear you
Yes,
clearly.
or
Sorry,
any.
Mister. Sorry.
Is there any village name is Parit?
Parit. Maybe I guess we have still many name of village is Parit, but I don't know which one do you mean?
Anywhere it is available or only very few?
Sorry, I didn't get your point,
No,
Mister.
how many
Parit.
village name is Parit?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I don't have any specific information about the name of Parit village in my country. Maybe we can check later.
Yeah, because you are working on this Parit, so you already made any Parit village or no? Did you find any name?
No, no. In my project, we didn't find any name of Parit village
Okay.
in my project.
This was my question. This is you already found anything? Or name is a Parit?
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So which software are you using?
Pardon?
GIS. Which software?
Uh, my subject is about GIS. I took my bachelor degree on Sains Informasi Geografis dan Pembangunan Wilayah in Universitas Gadjah Mada, Yogyakarta. And I took
So, I'm
GIS.
asking this which software version, ArcGIS or
ArcGIS 10.6.
10.6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Safi.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, we have time for another question. Perhaps another question to Pak Idham.
Hello, Mr. Ilham.
Halo.
Can you hear me?
Ya, Mas Hanif ini. I know you.
Yes. You already know.
Yeah. We have some project last year, right?
Yeah. Okay, sir. I have a question for you about the droughtness.
Yeah.
I see you involving many indicator for
Yeah.
this analysis.
Yeah.
But how you know indicator analysis?
Sorry, Mr. Hanif. I can hear
That
you
is my question.
clearly.
Yeah.
I can hear your clearly. Your voice is not
Okay.
clear. Can you repeat that?
You research about droughtness. You
Yeah.
involving many variable.
Yeah.
And I see you involving a soil texture and why you
Yeah.
not involve it as a peatland characteristic.
Okay. Because it's so you asked about how why we don't include the peatland analysis on my project, because we lacking of the data about the peatland. So we try peatland we use as in the land cover, not uh, not the detail on the soil texture, but we try to include to categorize the peatland on the land cover parameter, not on the soil texture parameter, because we lacking of the data and in terms of cost and the time.
Okay, thank you.
So we use some assumption for the peatland analysis.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Muhammad Hanif. We have a few minutes more. Is there any more question for Pak Idham?
Pak Idham,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, as you mentioned that you actually determine the
Yeah.
boundary based on the tracer.
Yeah.
Okay, is there any issue when you are using the tracer map, then compare with the actual point on the site?
Oh, yes, no other issue about that. The issue is about the social condition in there. It's very sensitive about social issues. But about the technical issues, that we didn't find any issue about the technical point of view on my project, because we are focused try to before our project, between the one village and to the other, they have a conflict to each other. We try to solve the problem without the conflict, without the other conflict. So our focus is, this is the part of our project. Our focus is try to solve the conflict between the villages in our regional. So
So you need to solve the issue first,
yeah,
and then you will pile all the
Yeah.
boundary marks
Yeah.
on the site. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Aniza. Thank you, Pak Safi, Pak Ilham. Okay, thank you very much, Pak Ilham.
pleasure.
Okay, we're going to move forward to the next session. But before that, I can see there is a questions for Dr. Safi from the chat room. Dr. Safi, would you be happy to take a question or two?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the first question from Puan Mariam, asking a question about the techniques of data acquisition but used by Brunei authority or agency to keep the traditional element of the building architecture as the tourism attraction. Did you manage to get the question, Dr. Safi?
Can you explain again, because it was
Okay, I'll read it again, yeah? Okay, the techniques of data acquisitions used by Brunei authority or agency to keep the traditional element of the building architecture as the tourism attraction.
okay. That's a good question. Actually, the vision for 20 in Brunei government 2035 was on 2035. But this is a high priority, it's a tourism. So tourism base actually, we are as well as the university also working for research, and we're also offering tourism activities, tourism modules, tourism courses. But these we are not at that level actually. The data also shortage of the data, but some project is running at the moment. Maybe that's after that, maybe some data which is a traditional architectures and the modern architectural or built environment related to data. Maybe we have some, but it's not enough for the proper development model or the planning. We need more data, but at the moment we have some shortage. But government agency also working on that, and as well as university working. We are specially trying to highlight this tourism also under geography, but we are trying to very much importance for the tourism activities. So that's mean we need also data for research as well as teaching. Maybe then very soon we have enough data, or maybe data agency will develop. They can produce this data. That's the data could be used. At the moment, it is not enough for the research we would like to do. Okay, something other more?
Okay, Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum, Dr. Shafi.
Yeah.
I am Ashraf from the UiTM Perlis.
Okay.
So I just hide my video only. Just you can hear my voice only. Can
Mm-hmm.
Can okay. Just want to know about the interesting of the water village at the Brunei, because there are very interesting topics in the Malaysia as well. My question is, can you explain that the issue of documents of alienations on this particular title for each parcel of marine spatial base around the water village presentations, also that's maybe the Brunei will practice the documentations of alienations for these parcels.
Yeah.
Maybe you can explain for details about that.
For the documentation point of view, I think we have archive. This is in Brunei, and for special, it is a special issue for, as you have already seen this video, the film very shortly. But it's also the change at the moment. It's a more sophisticated, some already new architecture or built environment already developed. But it's also another new video can show this. It is a change. But in general, we have some the archive, some data already over there. On the other hand, why it is a kampung air? I think in Borneo, whole Borneo Island, there is almost 300 water villages surrounding this, and all villages actually on the coast, Borneo coast, even in Thailand, Vietnam, and the Philippines. They have also these Indonesia, of course, Malaysia also. But this is a special one. This because it was not only the water village, but it was the capital. This was the administrative center of Sultanate of Brunei, It's a long time. It is not short time. And some kampung air and this other area in the Borneo Island surrounding the coastal area, but this is not the static, because some are the dynamic. People are not the whole time over there. They're going somewhere and then seasonally they are again coming back. But the Borneo, sorry, Brunei, the Cambodia, totally static because it was town settlement over there and a lot of unique things. Some already in by the time we already lost. So this is why we are trying to protect this and your questions. If I understand it properly, the archive, we needed to develop the data. Actually, data shortage is a very crisis of the whole region, not only the Brunei, but we need more data. But data already government and the civil society and the public agency, they can work together. Then maybe data bank is important. This is not only my research, the next generation where they will get this data. They need this data, otherwise they cannot work. So this is why whatever we are trying to do at the moment, we're trying to publish. That's one already documented, and also archive. So I think maybe wherever you are working, some kampong air or water village in the whole Borneo Island, some are really important. Maybe it is also time now to protect their culture and heritage and should be documented. So this one the data bank should be developed everywhere. Or maybe it is could be another chance, not only country basis, as it is a part of the ASEAN. So ASEAN should be very stronger. One component should be research component should be very strong in the ASEAN platform, or the data bank of the ASEAN platform should be one of the components. So this all nations, all country can use these types of environment, culture, heritage, architecture, traditional or modern. That could be the archive over there. Should the data should be preserved over there. So we can use as well as our next generation can use this. Otherwise, it will be a big crisis in the near future. Then it will be very difficult to recover this. You have maybe economically can be developed or engineering can be developed, but if there is a shortage of the data, if you lose some your heritage, then it will not recoverable. So this is maybe from a different platform, from administrative or government level or the academic platform, we should think about this and how to protect this, how to preserve the data bank. Okay, that's all. I think it is. You are satisfied with this answer?
Dr. Ashraf?
Okay, thanks, Dr. Shafi.
Okay, thank you very much. Another maybe? Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Shafi, there is another question. Would you
Yeah.
be happy to take this?
Yes, sure.
The question from Dr. Aniza.
Okay.
Okay, any GIS and remote sensing techniques widely used in the project? Because I can only see the part of digitizing process involved in it. I believe it's a Kampong Village, Water Village project, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, I think, yeah. And Lisa Shuhana, yeah, I can see Shuhana is expert in GIS, yeah, remote sensing. Okay, thank you. Good questions. Actually, at the moment, it is not a project. It is a non-funding my student project. They are doing this, but it is a started. I'm happy with my students. They already started, but I have a very vision plan. Maybe if I get the money, I would like to use the satellite image and GIS as well as a drone. I have a plan now, the proposal I'm preparing, so I can use this drone data. That's me next time, next presentation. I think I can give you very much a good answer. Maybe you also can help me. I think that's it at the moment. At the moment, we are using normal just digitizing and mapping. At least we have something. So this is trying to start with the base. Otherwise, some cases, okay, some project is going on, but besides on the Kampong, the urban part is working with totally remote sensing image analysis. There's some ADAS and other software they are using, and we have some image already and trying to get something on USSGS and also NASA. We have some also have to buy actually. We have to this. Have to, some is not available. This is why I am always my previous question. actually every country or the centrally we need something sector-wise, some data bank that will be helpful, like a satellite image or such types of data really necessary or water related. Salinity is one of the what Kampung Air is another problem. Water quality, we have no enough research actually. It's also another target, maybe how to do this water quality assessment or investigation. But yeah, we have some plan at the moment for the new project to start. Hopefully, in the near future, we can give you more good results. Is you happy with this, Shohana, Dr. Shohana?
Okay, Dr. Shafi.
Okay.
I saw a lot of the opportunity to collaborate.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much for the answer.
Something more
Okay, thank
questions?
you, Dr. Safi. Thank you, Dr. Edita. Okay. Okay, everybody. There are so many
I
thank
think
you
Dr.
in the chat
Ghazali.
room.
Hello. I would like to ask
Hello, yes, Doctor.
one question to Dr. Shohana. Can I?
Oh, okay.
Yes, Doctor.
Yes.
I think Dr. Shohana, you are also expert in mangrove. You are working on the mangrove.
Yeah. I just received a small grant related to the mangrove, where we are trying to see the effect of the mangrove age to the plankton in the Tuba Island, Langkawi.
Langkawi, yeah.
Yeah. We also collect the sample of the salinity,
Mm-hmm.
so that we are mapping on the Tuba Island. Okay, on the Tuba Island, so that we are trying to see the effect of the salinity and also the plankton.
Okay. This
Yeah.
salinity actually it already started. What's the range of the threshold line of salinity?
Yeah. We just started, which is where we are rental the boat, and also is cost about the 2 days for the data collection.
Okay.
This is actually only for the preliminary study.
Okay.
And then we are going to have the second visit,
Okay.
where we are going to have some kind of the mangrove age, where we can extract from the satellite images.
Okay.
And then we correlate with the sample of the plankton that we gain based on the laboratory experiment.
Okay. Okay, fine. I think I would like to see how your result is on salinity. I'm very much my intention on salinity.
Yeah. We are undergoing the lab processing now.
Okay.
Okay, for the salinity and also the plankton.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Hopefully I will see your result next time.
Yeah. Hope so.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Prana.
All right.
Okay, one fruitful collaboration possibility has been happening. Okay, so okay, thank you to all our speakers. We are very fortunate today to learn so many valuable insight from our speakers. Since now we almost towards the end, for the concluding remarks, we are pleased to have Associate Professor T.S. Dr. Syukur Muhammad Fauzi, Timbalan Rektor Penyelidikan Jaringan Industri Komuniti Alumni dan Keusahawanan UiTM Perlis on the line. Hand over to you, Dr. Syukur.
Hello. Right, thank you, AG.
Yes.
All right, okay. Can you hear me? Yes?
Yes, Doctor. Loud and clear.
Okay, all right. So, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to Head of Learning Center, Faculty of Architecture, Planning and Surveying, Surveyor Dr. Ashraf Abdullah, Course Coordinator GS Dr. Aniza Suhana Mokhtar, Program Director Mimi Diana Ghazali, Dr. Siti Mazidah Haji Muhammad, Acting Deputy Dean, University Brunei Darussalam, Mr. Puji Astuti, Head of Urban and Regional Planning Department, Universitas Islam Riau, Indonesia, our distinguished guests. So we have GS Dr. Aniza Suhana Mokhtar, representing UiTM Perlis Branch, Dr. Shafi Nur Islam from University Brunei Darussalam, Mr. Idham Nugraha from Universitas Islam Riau, the committee members, and also all the participants. So, first of all, let me express my gratitude for this role of speaking on behalf of the committee in this closing event for the international webinar on advanced technology, built environment, and geographical science. So it is a great honor for me to have this opportunity today. So during the past few hours, the webinar I've discussed several topics on advanced technology, and we had the opportunity to delve into these throughout stimulating topics. So it is important for us to be able to utilize acquired knowledge today as we continue to enhance our resource and expertise in this field. So I strongly believe that experiences like these are fruitful and will, on its part, provide a source of confidence for those aiming at a more knowledgeable and efficient role as both academician and researcher. So again, I would like to thank our guest speaker, GS Dr. Aniza Suhana Mokhtar, Dr. Shafi Nur Islam, and also Mr. Idham Nugraha for their valuable and clear explanation, and for generously sharing with us their time, experiences, expert knowledge, and insights in their respective fields. So we are grateful to have you today. And I would like also to acknowledge the efforts made by the webinar committees, okay, led by Madam Mimidiana Ghazali, okay, from Center of Studies for Surveying Sciences and Geomatics, in collaboration with research, industry community, and alumni network, RICAN, UiTM Perlis Branch, for making this event come to fruitful. Alternatively, this webinar also a part of an initiative to build future collaboration with Universitas Islam Riau and also University Brunei Darussalam, particularly in the context of research and expertise. And let's not forget, thank you also to our lovely moderator today, Surveyor Nur Zaliani Ghazali, or EG, for making this event run smoothly. So above all, I would like to thank all of you here for making this webinar a success through your valuable contribution and active participation throughout the webinar, and especially during questions and answer session. So I know that the knowledge we have gained and the thought we have raised during this webinar will be useful in our education and also practical application. So once again, thank you, and good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shakur.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Shukor. Thank you, Dr. Shukor.
Yeah, welcome, AJ. Thank you.
Okay, dear Professor, Associate Professor, doctors, and my fellow audience, it is my great pleasure that we had a fruitful discussions today, though I think this couple of hours is not enough. But from the excellent presentations and Q&A, I can conclude that the purpose of this webinar has been completely accomplished. Bravo to all of us. Okay, may our session today will escalate the possibility of academic collaboration between Malaysia, Brunei, and Indonesia. Just a kind reminder, there will be e-certificate for all the attendees. Kindly fill in the link of attendee in the chat room for us to send the e-certificate after the sessions. Now, as we are approaching the end of the session, can we please on the camera for an online photography session. Our host know when all the participant or most of the participant are ready for the picture.
Hey, where are living? Somebody.
Encik announce. Okay, I've already got a cue from the host that we are ready for the picture. Shall we give a big smile? Say cheese.
Cheers.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Such a lovely smile. Okay, finally, on behalf of the committee and UiTM Perlis, please accept our appreciation for taking time out of your busy duties to attend the webinar. Thank you very much, and please stay safe, everybody. Hope to see you again.
Thank you all.
Okay. Before we end, I would like to make an announcement for the participant of the special session for collaboration opportunity between University Technology Mara Perlis, University Brunei Darussalam and Universitas Islam Riau. Please remain in the webinar room and the session will start shortly. Thank you. Assalamualaikum and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Hello, Sandra. You are up.
Yes. Hello.
Oh, how are you?
Oh, yes, I'm fine so far. Yes.
No question from Germany.
Actually, yeah, for sure. For your presentation, I have some questions because I'm specialist in cultural landscapes. So, especially within the case of inscriptions, and you know how important it is to get the right point to set up the inscription. So the criteria are very important. So in this case, I would like to request, you very much highlighted already the part of how to balance, and that it is important to balance traditional and modern sorts of heritage. So we should also highlight the modern part next to the traditional in order to get it brought forward. So the question now, how do you think the cultural landscapes can also be a part of being mixed heritage? Because I think it could be some added value in this place, because you have already highlighted the water village. We have these water landscapes combined to the natural cultural part. So how do you feel with this part in kind of this inscription criteria?
Yeah, I think you are right. This is one part of the cultural landscape, because if we think about this Kampung Air, now the some part, before it was a water village, now is a land area, like a corridor. And other side is a Putabatu. This is the first urbanization started over there, land area. Until now, it is going to this the urban process already started again. And there's a lot of cultural activities already. This part also the cultural landscape we can consider. So if we would like it to declare as a World Heritage Site in Kampung Air, so Kampung Air and the surrounding should be one package. So, and this package, I think cultural landscape or water landscape should be included, not only the tangible, intangible heritage. Actually, I think it is could be considered as a package. That's why we needed to work more. That's we highlighted this, show this, display this to the policy making level so that they can realize how important it is. Now we are showing that because only this what is visible now, but something already invisible. We don't know even. We need a more research. This is saying some research already immediately we needed to study actually. Some project we are trying to start and some small project is running. I think in the near future, it would be the one of the important and the landmark, urban landmark could be the Kampung Air and the surrounding. That's the your point, the cultural landscape. Actually, it is on my package. It is not excluded, it's included. It's a very much important, the cultural landscape. And this is a special type of cultural landscape on the cultural landscape on the water. This is something we can try to combine it, how it is a correlate with it. We already try to digitalizing something, and when we have a drone data, then we can also make this a boundary, how this boundary is going, because land on the underwater, but we are making this boundary over the water. So something it is also complicated issues, but we are trying to use some tools that can solve this problem, as well as the cultural landscape. So surrounding the whole area, it could be the one of the high valuable cultural landscape. And if you come to Brunei, Sandra, you are welcome.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. I would like to.
To work on Kampung Air. We also welcome another expert in front of me. I think Shuhana is also expert. She is also expert in mangrove as well as so, and the GIS expert. So maybe in near future we can work together. Build.
Yeah, sure, Dr. Shafi.
Yes, this would be great.
We spend the holiday at the Brunei.
Yeah, sure. You are always welcome. Yeah, just say in the airport stand and say, where is Dr. Shafi? Then and welcome. Yeah, welcome, Anna. Please keep in touch.
Okay, yes, this would be good. Yes, also from my side, please keep in touch. Thank you for this great chance. Okay.
It's good.
Okay, thank you, Sandra.
Thank you very much. What's time? I thought maybe you are sleeping. It is early morning, maybe.
Oh, no. We have a sunny day already.
Oh, okay.
No. Sorry, I'm not asleep. This was a good joke, Shafi. Thank you. Okay.
Nice. It was a really good conversation. A lot of people already. I was expecting more questions. So, audience should ask a lot of questions. Maybe that will be more clear to for something we don't know. Maybe questions can raise something, but it's okay. Some already important questions raised, and something is a data related, cultural landscape related, and the GIS application, drone application. That should be important issue now, and the whole region, not only Brunei. Actually, this is I mentioned already the ASEAN. ASEAN need one strong research platform. This data bank should be developed. Digital geography could be used. This is another issue. I think okay. At least we can see some are already good experts surrounding today's speaker. I think maybe we can try. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Shuhana and Ms. Sandra, for
Thank you.
your participation and see our presentations. Maybe we can talk later. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think, yeah, Dr. Shuhana is a Mara University, yeah?
Yes. I'm from UiTM Perlis, the Mara University. Our full name, University Technology Mara.
Okay.
But we have a lots of the location under UiTM. So we are situated at the northern part of the Peninsula Malaysia, Perlis.
Oh, Perlis.
Yes.
I will check you. I will find on internet. Perlis. So how many campus in Mara? 2 or 3?
For the RO, actually we have UiTM for the Perlis,
Uh-huh.
and then the UNIMAP, University Malaysia Perlis.
Okay.
Only 2 university in this area.
Oh, okay.
The others is more on the polytechnic.
Okay.
This is polytechnic actually more focused on the technical.
Uh-huh. Oh, I see.
If you know the Langkawi, so we actually nearest to the Langkawi Island.
Okay, next time coming Langkawi. Just
Yeah. You can take a boat to there.
yeah. Then your mangrove area, we can visit over there. How is the mangrove in Langkawi area?
Yes, I would also have interest.
Asia is also important for the mangrove. I think.
Yeah. It's quite nice if you are loved on the mangrove side. So Tuba is one of the area that quite big, could have a quite big of the mangrove. So from the Langkawi, you need to take the boat, small boat, and then you can go to the Tuba Island, and there are some fishermen rental boat where you can have some visiting.
I see.
Yeah.
We see the situation could be pulled down, then find something to.
Yeah. Of course. We also can't travel to any country because of this pandemic.
Yes, where we cannot go even. I cannot go even to my country, you know.
Yeah, Sandra. Like
Yeah.
also.
Yes, exactly.
It's better to stay safe.
Yeah.
Sandra actually lecturer in UBD, Brunei Darussalam. She's teaching one course here online from Germany to Brunei.
Yes. Actually, it is a kind of new experience, but it is working very well with the kind students. So I'm very happy on topics of climate change and climate science. So yes. Okay. Yeah.
She's also the landscape architecture, but she has a huge idea on Asia related, mangrove related, even Kampung related. You already
Yeah, I'm
before.
specialized in landscape planning, I can say, yes. Landscape environmental planning, and my doctoral thesis I submitted is also working on combined landscape planning and drought management, as well as water management combined, and also with including GIS and technical perspectives. So yes.
So if you are looking for someone that have same interest in the landscape, okay, actually we have another place, we call it Perak. We have a UiTM at the Perak area and also the Shah Alam. So Shah Alam is the headquarters. So under our department, the built environment is actually one of the area that similar as you both of you. For the built environment. But for the area of this place, our place, this is actually more on the land surveying. We focus on the land surveying. But at the Perak and also the Shah Alam is the nearest to the Kuala Lumpur.
Okay.
Selangor. Okay, you know Selangor? I think it's a big city, Shah Alam.
Yeah.
So you can looking on they have expertise on the landscape, and then also interior design, and also the property valuation also there. So we are part of the faculty.
Okay.
And then for the architecture also at the Perak. Yeah. Maybe next time.
Yeah, could be. So you are the now coordinator, yeah? Just keep in touch and contact.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, good.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Shohana.
Most welcome,
Okay, thank you,
sir.
Dr. Suhana. Thank you, Dr. Shafi. Thank you, Dr. Sandra. Okay, thank you for staying in. We now will start our special session for collaboration. I'm pleased to hand over the session to our Deputy Rector, Dr. Syukur Sanem Muhammad Fauzi. To you, Doctor.
Yeah. So we leave now, or you will another level? Would like to?
Please stay, Dr. Shafi,
Okay.
and all the persons that involved in the collaboration meeting.
Okay. I don't know how many from our side is here. Dr. Majid is here.
Dr. Sandra, someone want your contact number.
Yes, I'm right away typing inside, but I'm not doctorate yet. I'm still working on that somehow. Yes, adventure tour.
Doctor
So
to be, doctor.
I think I will catch it up hopefully soon, but my knowledge is already equipped in that kind, so I can say. But please don't name me doctorate yet.
So I can call you Doctor to be.
Dr.
You can
Syukur,
get the cert letter.
Okay,
Dr. Syukur, are we ready, Dr. Syukur? Shall we start now?
Yeah, Eji. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, Dr. Syukur. We are ready and we already started the session, the collaboration session. I hand over to you, Doctor.
All right, okay. Thank you, Eji. So, once again, Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon to all of you. I believe in this room now we have representative from University Brunei Darussalam, which is Dr. Shafi, is it?
Yeah.
Dr. Shafi, and then we also have any representative from UIR, Dr. Niza? Any representative from UIR?
I think Pak Idham here, but Ibu Puji have left the session.
Okay, all right. So we have
Yeah.
both universities. So we have
Yeah,
UP and also UIR. All right. Okay. Dr. Siti Mazida is here. Dr. Siti Mazida, the Deputy Dean.
Dr. Shafi, perhaps you know if Dr. Mazida is here?
Majida, I think she was inside, but maybe I can.
Okay, it's okay. All right, okay. Okay, all right. So thank you again. So I think I would like to take this opportunity again to welcome the delegates from URR and also from UBD. And we have also here, I can see Dr. Sandra. Are you from German, Dr. Sandra?
Yes, I'm from Germany. I'm right away doing my doctorate here at Brandenburg University of Technology, Cottbus-Senftenberg. But I'm spreading my knowledge worldwide, so I'm very happy to be within here this webinar. I'm very happy to have this chance. So thank you very much. And as you know already, I'm also lecturer at UBD, so I'm very happy. It's a great pleasure for me and a great chance. So thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Sandra. For thank you, Miss Sandra. Is it?
Yes,
Or
this
Madam
is better.
I guess Miss Sandra, is it? I guess
Yes,
Miss
it is
Sandra.
okay. It is okay.
Okay, welcome also to Miss Sandra from Germany. So, okay, thank you again for joining our webinar. Okay, I think this session, I've been informed that the purpose of this session is to discuss potential collaboration between University Technology Mara, Perlis Branch, and then between and also with University Brunei Darussalam, Universitas Islam Riau. And since we have Miss Sandra here from Germany also, I think it's good to also have a bit of discussion on that matters as well. Miss Sandra, okay, are you okay?
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay, good.
Okay. Okay. So I think before we start the discussion, I think it's good for me to introduce our side first. I think together with me today, Dr. Ashraf, the head of Learning Center. Dr. Ashraf is here with us. Eniza?
Dr. Ashraf, can you respond?
Okay.
Yes. I'm here.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And then we have here with me Dr. Eniza Swana Mokhtar, the course coordinator, okay, for the faculty. And we also have the faculty members, several faculty members from the Faculty of Architecture, Planning and Surveying. I believe we have Madam Mimi Diana, and we have also here with us Madam EG. So you have Dr. Mas Ayu Norman and this and others. Okay. So personally, I think our today's event, which is the webinar, is a great start for our future collaboration. So I believe that the bonding that we have today should be extended, okay, to other potential collaboration between UiTM, UBD, UIR, and also between Germany. Okay, Miss Sandra. Okay. So so I believe that when we talk about the potential collaboration, I believe that we have two kinds of potential collaboration. One is a collaboration that can be done in a short term, and the other one is a collaboration that can be done in a long-term basis. Okay, the first one that I think I would like to throw the idea is I think perhaps we can continue this international drama webinar today. So today, UiTM Perlis Branch is a host for today's event, for the first international webinar. So perhaps the UBD or URR could consider to take charge for the next event, which is the second international joint webinar. From that, I think we are very happy to contribute in terms of the speakers. Maybe we can contribute one or two speakers from the faculty. Okay, what do you think, Mr. Dr. Shafi?
Yeah, I think maybe we have to also think about this, how our cooperation or collaboration will continue. Where collaboration will be in the fixed within only webinar organized, or we can think of something further, applied some research or exchanging something, exchange program or student exchange program or the staff collaboration. That's types maybe we can think also, not only it should limit within this webinar. This is my thinking, or it's my administration also thinking that's way for the long-term collaboration. And
Yeah.
something applied, actually we can produce something more.
Yeah, sure. That's number one. That's the first idea, basically. Maybe we can do annual event for this webinar. That is number one. Okay, in terms of the short-term basis. And of course, in terms of the other collaboration that we can do, because since we have a pandemic crisis right now, we have COVID-19. So that's why I'm trying to throw the idea to do the things that we can do using online basis first. Okay, so that's why I throw the idea to jointly organize the online webinar, and then maybe we can also organize some sort of survey boot camp where we can where the students from UBD, from UR, and also from the Germany can mingle around in the online webinar where they can have some sort of technology updates, for example, from the speakers from each of the universities. So that is another one potential collaboration or event that we can do in a short-term basis. And then, of course, when we talk about research, Dr. Shafi,
Yeah.
of course, we also, I think, we have several researchers, okay, with PhD, okay, where we can tap in to apply a joint grant. Okay, in Malaysia, for instance, we have what we call fund from Ministry of Science and Technology and Innovation, where we have international collaboration fund. To apply that collaboration fund, we should have an international partners. Okay, where the partners should have an MOU between UiTM with UiTM. I believe UBD, based on my list, UBD already have an MOU with UiTM.
With Salam, yeah, we have already.
Yes, we have MOU. So, yeah, UBD have MOU with Shah-Alam, UiTM Shah-Alam. Since we have that MOU, so that MOU can be applied to the whole system of UiTM.
Yes.
So that's
May
mean
I request what is MOU? Sorry, MOU. Sorry, one short translation. MOU.
Oh, Memorandum of Understanding.
Ah, okay. This is quite understandable. Yes, good.
Yes,
Thank you.
Memorandum of Understanding to do.
This was leaking right away. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
There is another potential things that we can do. Okay, so example, Dr. Aniza can be a research leader, apply the ICF fund, and then she can invite Dr. Shafi, and also maybe she also can invite Mr. Ilham to be an international partner for that grant. Okay, that is the potential things that we can do lah. And if Dr. Aniza has an FRGS grant, right? You apply for FRGS grant this year, right, Dr. Aniza?
I apply, but I have experience on the LRGS grant.
Okay. So what we can do is Dr. Aniza can use that as a platform or as a basis, okay, to apply for ICF grant. Yeah. And then, of course, the common things that we can do is a joint publication.
Also possible.
Yeah, there's also, I think, yeah, there's the most common thing when we talk about the collaboration, joint publication between UiTM Perlis and also URR and also Dr. Shafi from UBD. So we can publish in a few venues, okay, but we also welcome that publication to be published in our journal, which is here in UiTM Perlis Branch, we have Journal Intellect. Is it, Dr. Nisa? Or I believe you are also, because last week had a meeting, okay, I had a similar webinar with Dr. Evizal, Mr. Idham. No, Dr. Evizal? Yeah, the director of the Research Management Center.
Yeah, I know Mr. Evizal.
We have initiated the initiative to publish the works from the final year student from the Faculty of Computer and Medical Sciences in UR Journal. Okay, that is the similar things that we can do. Maybe there is the similar things that we can do between FSPU and also UR and also UBD. Okay.
Okay.
And then the other things, we have very good experience in co-supervised FYP projects. Okay, from UR especially. From UR especially. So we also can do that kind of things, okay, in the short term. All right, okay. Okay, any feedback, any input from Dr. Shafi and also Mr. Idham?
Maybe
about
I have an interest with the joint grant that you mentioned before, Mr. Shukla. Maybe I will talk with Dr. Eniza later, but maybe what will we do about the joint research, because me and Dr. Eniza have similar interest of on GIS for disaster.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, maybe we can talk it later on the other session.
All right, that's good, Mr. Isham. So that means, Dr. Aniza, we have one potential grant submission for the coming cycle.
Actually, we have the discussion before.
Okay.
We have the similarity of the field, interest.
Okay.
So, but I think that Pak Idaham will go for further your study. And I think which country, Pak Idaham?
Maybe I will go to continue my study on PhD next year to Sweden, in Lund University.
Sweden. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think we can do the research first.
GIS center. Lund is a very strong in GIS center.
Like Dr. Shafi, I have one of the lecturer who actually have PhD in the roof detection.
Okay.
She's using the satellite images. From the satellite images, they can differentiate the roof types.
Okay.
So I can see that this is a potential topic where she can use the expertise into your field, like you have a traditional roof, right?
Yeah.
So instead of the doing some of eye observation, so maybe we can use this particular experts, okay, by collaborating on your project.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Interesting person. Could be.
Maybe we can have a further discussion regarding of this methodology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I also have to add, it is a great chance, Shafi, because really what I saw over here with your presentations, your all presentations, there's really a very good substance with this GIS remote sensing. And I think there's a lot to do, especially Shafi with this Kampong Air, and not only that one. So it would be great to have some collaboration in this kind. Yes.
Like Pak Idham also, as we know that we are actually focused on the land surveying, and land surveying is part of our major skill. But we also have one of the lecturer, Dr. Fazli, who actually have experience on the coastal or shoreline detection, shoreline what we call or erosion. He's actually focused on the coastal. So this is actually one of the opportunity to do some collaboration with the UiTM Perlis.
Okay. Coastal is also an issue. Coastal erosion or coastal wetland system. It is also important issue, and as well as for Borneo and Brunei too.
Yeah.
It's coast actually. We are coastal country. A small country, but we are coastal country.
We're also facing the same thing at the Cameron Highland.
I think Dr. Shohana, this is and Dr. Ghazali, maybe she's here.
Nozaliani, Iji?
No,
for your information, Nozaliani also get involved with building a system, developing a system for the mangrove. Iji, are you here?
I'm here, Dr. Anissa.
She's from Edinburgh. I think she will get the PhD soon.
Okay.
Yeah, Iji, maybe can share something related to your work.
Yeah, could be. Actually, the project we are thinking how could be the interdisciplinary approach, and both sub-subject should be included. The roof, actually, it could be another special subject is coming now. Roof and the pillar.
Yeah.
For example, pillar, the cement pillar to the wooden materials is changing. So that's the different part of the house or the platform, how the platform materials are using is also changing. So current discipline or expertise should be involved actually. That would be more quality work or findings we can get from that part. But one thing is a good, especially from the UBT, University of Brunei Darussalam, we have already MUU with the MARA. This is one positive thing. So there's something our all decision is coming from the upper level, decision or administrative level. So I think within this forum, either Malaysia, Indonesia, and Brunei, I think there's someone maybe from your side could be the one coordination role. And if you write directly our international office, they already communicate with me, you know. So this we have to follow that way. So that's only easy for us. Directly from I'm the implementer or the expert, but officially formalities we have to follow the through international office. The Dr. Sabrina, I said Sabrina already also planned she will join today, but she's other meeting doing now. Sabrina and also our dean all today she's interested, but she's also at a meeting. Maybe it is maybe contact directly with Dr. Sabrina, and she's a very gentle lady and very much cooperative. But she's even happy today talking with this platform, and who is Mara is our partner, DMU partner. So such way maybe it is easier because if it is a question of this funding, joint funding or something involvement, somehow the follow the administrative process. You know, this I would like to see. Maybe the coordination role should be very strong. To write something directly the top level, then decision could be come back quickly. From our level, we have to again talk with the international office and international office to the upper level, like Senate level. Everything is going to the select level approval. But okay, UBT is very much interested and a lot of things are doing. Now it's moving, our status is moving from teaching to research. Research we are very strongly our decision. So all staff and the faculty members are involving very much in the research of it. There are a lot of collaboration already running at the moment. So it is it will be continued. And the upper level decision is coming, do more research. Whatever we have a lag point, is we have to do this. Even we are recruiting some special faculty member. Those we have a less staff over there. Like a tourism is a very high priority now. So such means Kampungar somehow it will also will get a priority basis. Rainforest we are also my students are more working in the rainforest issues. And urban issues, BSB from the Seri Begawan, sustainable urban areas. This is also another big project running. Somehow we have at the moment it is a decision is came to us to develop a project, involve whatever you are teaching, how many courses you are teaching, module does not matter. Most of them you have to apply for a project, research project, and we can make a collaboration surrounding as well as ASEAN and surrounding as well outside also. Actually, a lot of project is running and still it is order to us. So in such a way, if it is some collaborative, smooth offer is coming within the process, but I think it is not a very big difficult such way. So, but they needed to actually not is a personal basis. It should be the collaborative university platform. You know, so this is just I informing you. But anyhow, from UPT, you can also contact our Dr. Majida is now our program leader. Actually, she's a very new program leader from last month. I was the program leader before, but we are really working very collaboratively. Actually, we have today's a program meeting. I'm not there. We are also changing something. Our new Gen X next year. We are changing some new module. I already offer a one module, Kampungan, Water and Life, Historical Geography of Kampungan. This is a new module I submitted. It's already discussing over there, although I'm not there, but Majida over there. And another is a Soil Geography. This is a new module I submitted. So that is something we are changing and very much what we have lack and we need. This need-based, some new module is coming. And need-based or important-based, some project, research project, some are already submitted, and we are doing some collaborative proposal also. At the moment, on my table, three projects, internal project. I'm also one of the evaluation member.
Dr. Shafi, at the Brunei,
Yeah.
do you have a international grant for us to collaborate?
International
Grant.
International grant is possible because you are already ASEAN member.
Yeah.
ASEAN is possible, ASEAN, and also possible with this MU partner. It's possible. MU partner is one thing is a positive for us, because I already, Dr. Sabrina already sent mail. I asking, we need to collab MUE or partners. She said already Mara Technology Shalom already our partner. MUE.
Yeah.
It is a good, so we can run with them. So it is a good sign already she gave.
So here I can see that Associate Professor Dr. Aizam here. She's from the Shah Alam.
Okay.
She's actually a graduate from the Edinburgh also, which is focused on the flood mapping. Dr. Aizam,
Okay.
are you here, Dr. Aizam?
Is there?
Are you here, Dr. Aizam? Maybe
not here.
so because she's not respond.
Okay.
But she's one of the representative from the Shah Alam. Actually, at the Shah Alam also we have a MOU with the ESRI. Okay, ESRI. Okay, ESRI is one of the the biggest company for the GIS software.
Yeah, I know this.
We have the collaboration. We have the MOU with them, yeah, okay. Our department have the MOU with the ESRI.
Yeah.
Malaysia ESRI.
Some training I already inside. Maybe Ezri already know my name. You can ask this guy. I think somebody, Ezri is a good trainer. One lady in Kota Kinabalu. I think she's giving some tips. I'm very much interested on this arc urban. Urban, it is a new. Yeah, I think very much interested in three-dimensional planning, and mapping is possible. Ezri already doing something, but before also Ezri we are working a long time in Germany, but also representative here in Brunei, but now the representative coming from Singapore. They are coming already here.
Yeah.
And Singapore already by this time I have a collaboration with, not collaboration, some contract with Ezri Malaysia.
So maybe Dr. Syukur.
Yes, Bruneiza, yes.
We have a lot of discussion here.
Dr. Syukur and Dr. Shuhana, this is my one thing I would like to say. The important point, the last point could be what you want to do within this platform. This is three countries at the moment.
So I pass to Dr. Syukur. Okay, regarding of the collaboration things. Okay, Dr. Syukur, pass to you.
Okay, I think the most possible things that we can do, I think, okay, at the moment, the first thing is to apply research grant, okay, to apply for a research grant, jointly apply research grant, okay, and then the second one, jointly organize the international webinar. Of course, we can do student exchange and etc. But the issues that we have now, because of the pandemic issues, I don't think our university, for example, UiTM, would allow the student to go abroad.
Yeah, I know this. Our student also stopped.
Yeah, okay. So all the
I sent some students to Malaysia.
Yes.
Radio
So,
and Singapore.
but we can what we can do now is, instead of we send our student abroad, what we can do now is we could gather the student
Mm.
by using online platform.
Yeah.
So that's why I tried to throw the idea to maybe to come out with a program like a survey boot camp or GIS boot camp, where we can share the speakers from all these three countries, get to provide a technological updates or any updates get to the students.
Yeah,
This
that's
is the possible,
mm.
the simplest thing that we can do, I think, in a short-term basis.
Okay. I think in such a way, maybe it is better to give a black and white. You can what use a step by step, later on later. And just within the university's international director, just send this,
Okay.
like from our Dr. Sabrina. Send this, and then Sabrina will organize. And what I can do this, how much we can do this, everything we needed from this platform, international way, or our
Sure,
team.
sure,
So that should
sure,
be very systematic way, administratively.
sure.
But
We
okay,
can,
I wish it would be positively, they will consider this.
yeah, sure. You can send the letter to your international office, okay, to UBD international office, and of course to UR international office as well, and also to Miss Sandra's University international office.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Okay. Of course, we can
Yeah.
send the letters to both three universities, lah. Okay, for the future potential program that we plan to organize. Yes, of
Okay,
course.
and another point, maybe it is maybe it could be considered the joint grant and the project, as well as maybe supervisions. I think it would be maybe
Yes, yes, joint
could
check.
be,
Yes, of course.
sometimes we need also our externals reviewer we already process, but sometimes we can be similar type of project, maybe something is a mangrove related, for example. Maybe we can jointly do this, because this is also our field expertise. So that's maybe consider the master's level of PhD, we can join supervision. Could be.
Yes, sure.
That's maybe also, these are some basic points. Just highlight this and make a one official letter. Just answer that to the international.
Sure.
We'll see how we can.
Sure. And then maybe in the future, let's say UBD organize any conference, any related conference to GIS or survey, maybe UBD can also invite us to become
Sure.
the committee members, maybe the reviewer, right? I think.
Okay, I think we are already another platform we have. This was this September, this month. Brunei Malaysia Forum with the University of Malay. But we every 2 years we're organizing a seminar, and the seminar papers is coming as a proceedings. But this year we stop already.
Yeah.
So it's coming next year. I think it is also, maybe I can inform. I can also
Yeah.
you can join this. It is also planning this year. Also will some papers will go to our journal, and some, it will be also in the conference proceedings.
Yeah, that's great.
So
That's
this
great.
is some collaboration. This is also sometime collaboration. We needed to touch whatever happening and do this jointly, or your university what is happening any conference. You also inform us. Some can sometime it is very near or neighbor country, although in between the sea, very far. But we can join in Malaysia. You can from your side. You are also most welcome. Officially as well as personally, I also invite you to come sometime to visit Kampung Air. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So I think anything else from maybe our program director, Madam Mimi Diana? Would like to talk anything maybe related to your field? I think we have two different fields in FSPU. One is GIS, and then the other one is more like to survey, right?
Yes, yes. We have another expert on the ground penetrating radar, GPR.
Okay.
Okay, and also LiDAR.
Uh-huh.
Okay, LiDAR expert, whereas she's focused on the biomass.
Okay.
Okay, biomass. Actually, most of us use the remote sensing and GIS as part of our research work. So
Actually.
there are others focus is on the land surveying. Okay, so land surveying is like the marine cadastral.
Okay.
Okay, we have a marine cadastral engineering, and then we have a good collaboration on the hydrography.
Mhm.
Okay, for the hydrography is to gain the bathymetry chart.
Okay.
Okay, the depths of the sea.
So bathymetry is actually, yeah? Right.
Yeah, bathymetry.
Okay.
So also Dr. Kyril for the who's expert on the photogrammetry.
Mhm.
He's working on the close range, and Dr. Ismail he's actually have a similarity as your work because he's focused on the heritage
Okay.
using the close range photogrammetry.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. So we have a lot of the expert lah actually. Okay. In the different field. Okay, in the different field because we are multitasking. UiTM have a lot of the interdiscipline.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So that if you have interest on collaboration with us, we open our heart, open our hand to have the collaboration with you. And also, I want to get some opportunity to invite if you are interested. We have a conference at the 7th October 2020. Advanced geospatial and surveying. We have a speaker from Dr. Biswajit. Do you know Dr. Biswajit? Biswajit Pradhan.
I heard this. Where is he working?
Biswajit Pradhan.
Where he's working?
Now he's already migrated to the Australian.
Okay.
Yeah. Before this is I think he's from Germany also. Okay. He's one of the speakers. I think 10. The ranking is 10. 10 world ranking researcher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's one of the world ranking researcher.
Mhm.
So, and then we have a head of a department from the Department of the Surveying. So we have a lots of the scope, and then also the tema, okay, the term. So if you want to get, you can register only for as a listener or the participant, only for I think USD. When I check the price, only for the USD 20.
Yeah, I will see.
It's quite cheap actually. Okay, so you can. I think the Pak Idham is one of the participant, and also he's joined on the poster. Pak Idham,
Yeah, maybe with Mrs. Puji.
Yeah.
Puji.
Because before this we have a lecture exchange. I go to the UIR. Pak Idham come to our university.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is also part of the collaboration between our university. Okay. So if you want to have some idea, some overview related to our field on the surveying and geospatial, so maybe you can register at our website, AGEOS 2020, AGEOS. Okay. AGEOS 2020 is under IDEA UiTM Perlis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. For the Malaysia, it's only 50 ringgit.
Yes.
Malaysia. This is for the promotion because of the COVID.
It's good. Malaysia get good money, big money, yeah?
Only USD 20. I think it's very small money for both of you lah. Okay, Sandra and also Dr. Shafi.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Maybe you can send 10 participants from UBD since there's
Yeah.
small money.
Yeah, maybe your students, okay,
Yeah.
your colleagues want to join us. So as I said, based on my presentation, we have a lot of the multidiscipline application. So this is the opportunity for us to collaborate.
Yeah, another thing our students would like to go to Malaysia because
Yeah.
totally those already outside we bring back already very short.
Yeah.
My
I think we.
already in Malaysia, but from the ministry asking, go to the Shafi should go to the airport and bring their sis here. You know. So now I stop the students who don't go to the airport. This is already ready to go, fly.
Okay.
For the receipt, then say, stop now. All students are already back now. We had a number of students already outside.
Yeah.
Some exchange program. This year actually some new project. Some graduate students will go where they want to for special skill. I sent in the Australia and Singapore and Malaysia, but finally everybody back. Two even cannot go before already stopping. But it is better we did not go there. Otherwise, we have to come back.
Yeah, it's better to wait until 2020.
I will see how 20 actually not. But okay, at the end it is going to finish next.
Yeah.
Shafi, you forgot something. Already me, I would have held some lectures maybe in Brunei directly. You know this? I could also not go. It's not that important, but
that was a big challenge for us. I was the responsible that time. Very cautiously, okay. Some also good, kind enough. She already agreed. She did this in between, actually in the semester, mid of the semester. It is also difficult shortcoming to arrange somebody, and when somebody cannot come. But
okay, maybe Dr. Shukur, for the further action, maybe we can send for the paperwork regarding of the collaboration.
Yes.
And then also, okay, Dr. Shukur?
Sure, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Let's have our internal meeting right after this. No, not right after this. Maybe later to discuss in detail about the things that we have to do. Okay. All right, Dr. Niza.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's organize one internal meeting.
Yeah.
Right after this discussion.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the other works given to me. Actually, I'm the one also in charge for the idea. You know, we have a very famous on the idea international conference. So maybe next time you can join us. We have an innovation for in 2020 and March. If you have any innovation product, you can join us.
Okay, next time.
Yeah, 2021.
Yeah.
Please reserve the date on your diary.
Okay, you can forward this link. Yeah, I can check.
Yeah.
Give some date.
Okay, Dr. Shukur.
Okay.
That's all from me.
Okay. Anything else from Mr. Ilham? Like to say something?
No, I think.
No. Okay. Right. Okay. Miss Sandra, anything else?
Yes, sorry. I actually thank you very much for being part again, and I really hope also for myself to have some further collaboration, especially also in kind of research with GIS, and for sure I'm also a very good lecturer. I can also be cooperative in this kind everything related, so there's a lot of possibilities to have some collaboration in a real short-term or also long-term effects. Thank you. It's so happening.
Sure. Anything else from Dr. Shafi?
No, I already talked, maybe already too much.
Okay, I think
hopefully it's okay. Fine, we discuss everything. I think just now should start. Now officially we can proceed.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Shakur, and Dr. Shohana is a nice name. It's a Bengali name also. I'm originally from Bangladesh, yeah.
Yeah.
I spent a long time in Germany, and this Sandra was my colleague. We work at the same university, same
I see.
for a long time.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so hopefully what we have discussed today can be materialized.
Okay. That's
Okay, okay, Dr. Aniza.
All right.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Let's work together, inshallah. We have to work in the group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Pak Idham will bring the Sweden to us. The collaboration.
Yeah.
Pak Idham,
Yeah.
another collaboration with the Sweden.
Yeah. Maybe with the university for the future.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so we welcome Dr. Shafi, Pak Idham, and also Miss Sandra to visit us in UiTM Perlis after the pandemic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
And inshallah, hopefully we also could visit Dr. Shafi in UBD.
sure.
We've been to UR several times. I've been to UR many times. Because I'm the one who initiate the MOU between UiTM and also UR. So that's
Yes.
why
So you are more important people then. You know?
and hopefully we can visit Germany also.
Yes, sure. That's it.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I want to make it possible. I can show you the best places over here. We also have this prey forest, wetland area, biosphere reserves, and a lot of very interesting places to be
Wow.
a lot more elaborated in GIS and other research topics.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. And also maybe you can bring us to Bayern Munich Stadium.
Yeah, okay. Good. Okay.
Yeah, you are a supporter.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that's all. I think. Thank you very much, Dr. Shafi, Ms. Sandra, and also Pak Ilham for your time, for your effort. Thank you again for accepting our invitation. Okay, thank you again for all the very informative presentation. Okay, I hope all the things that happened today is very valuable to FSPU, especially to all the FSPU students and also to all the FSPU lecturers, especially. So I think that's all.
Okay.
So keep in touch, and we hope all the things that we have discussed can be implemented as
Inshallah.
soon as possible, Dr.
Yeah.
Aniza, all right?
Yeah.
Maybe. we try to realize it. Okay.
Let's try to materialize it, inshallah.
Yes.
Right. So,
Okay. Thank you
all right,
very much.
Thank you so much. Okay. Keep in touch. Yeah, right.
Thank you.
See you later.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.